Hello.
Hi, everybody.
We didn't know he was Canadian when we first met him, Nicole. The fate was sealed.
The
He
fate
was
was hey,
orange.
it's in the record. Dylan asked me to do a discount jump voice. That is what I did. Let it go on the
Exactly.
record.
I bet Mars could do a fine Canadian accent, but she was not given the chance.
No, perhaps in the future for another character.
Oh, why are you
Dumb
dumb,
Silver
Silver
Chariot.
Chariot?
Also, hello. Hello, Backyard Kids. Hello, Nicole.
Yes,
Hello,
welcome everybody.
everybody.
We got everybody here today, and some oldies but coming back goodies of Hunter and now Orca.
Yes. We're talking about the missed opportunity that was the Canadian judge in
Ah,
Ace Attorney dichotomy.
yes, dichotomy. We in Ace Attorney. Turns out there's second judge, which we didn't know about.
Flashback
And
judge.
yeah, and he's in the Look at Me one is when we first meet him, because he's doing a trial at the same time. And
Yes,
unfortunately,
he does
we have
still
no
work
indication that he's Canadian until um
until we see
until
more of him,
about like
really.
3 lines in to his dialogue, at least, where he finally goes A, and then it's like, ah, there it is.
He's
However,
like,
it was too
now
late,
it makes
and he is
sense.
slightly orange with blonde hair, and so Dylan immediately went, Mars, what's your best Trump voice?
Yeah. So you see, guys, I had no choice in the matter. I
And
had
we didn't
to
think he would ever
have
come
to.
back. We thought it was a one-off, but they brought him back in this flashback turnabout. So we brought a lot of pain on everybody. Hello, Mason.
Indeed.
You know,
Hey,
backyard
Amazing.
kids. Technically, we never sip out of them. We get close.
We just
So
kind of hold
it's
them up
just
to our
cold
face every
tea.
so often.
Maybe one day
We got
they'll be a little more
some
animated,
good
a little
tea today,
fancier.
though.
We'll see. Unfortunately, they will never get to VTuber status just because to coordinate with both Dylan and Mars is gonna be nuts.
That would be insane.
Even if I
Also,
get to the point where I do
Ori
it.
has a life, and we need to respect that.
It's more like once it's done, but then both of you guys also have to do all of like the have your phone set up and like as a camera connected through like different apps, and your computer is running with like 3 other apps, and your computer probably
Oof.
can't handle it, Mars. You know?
Well, I am using the other computer right now, but
Still,
my current
I
probably
think
can't. You're
mine
right.
will, it's
It would
just a lot.
explode on the spot.
It's just a lot, and there's tech support. It would just be a lot.
Ori would be our tech support.
Yes, they have, Hunter. This was our streamiversary, right? These were
Yeah.
updated for? Yeah, these are updated for our streamiversary. But yes, so what we are doing today, we're doing it's kind of D&D adjacent. Kaz the DM, if you don't know him, he's another streamer. He streams on Twitch, but he does a few different campaign stuff. He has a great Discord, he's a great guy, and
Very cool guy. Check
he
him
also
out if
does
you
art.
haven't.
And his Discord has this sort of thing where every once in a while they do an art night in like their sort of like Discord chat where you get 3 emojis. And yeah, I know, Hunter, it's very niche. Never heard of him. And so it's 3 emojis and a color palette. And because it's hard to coordinate getting a lot of people in on Fridays, and sadly I always miss them because Mars and I watch anime on Fridays now, and before that Dylan would come over on Friday, so it's just a bad day all around for me to get in on these. But I always like to do the prompts afterwards because they're really fun, and usually he gives like 20 minutes and you're supposed to do it. But what technically fake Hunter in the Discord chat, because it always mixed me up with Taken and you, Hunter, because you guys switched names that one time and haven't switched back, and it screws me up.
No.
And was doing weekly art prompts, and I was doing them a little bit, but I got a little behind, so we have 3 here. And actually what Taken was doing was that they give 3 palette options. So I think the biggest thing is you guys will get to choose which color palette we do. So as you can see here, this is the first one. We have a hunk of meat, an anchor, and a shield. And these are the 3 separate groupings of color palettes. So they're vertical, right? So there's 5 colors on each. So is that the lore behind that? Yes, that's the lore behind the change. They switched. So we have two options here. We have you guys vote on the color palette before I even think of and do something, and we have you guys vote on the color palette afterwards. Now, it looks like you guys are pretty happy with the first one, so we can do the first one. I'm happy for either.
I'd say they're happy with the first one. That's what I'm
choosing
seeing.
first means I get to make it cohesive, you know, as best as possible. Choosing second means I just have to roll with the punches. Those are the options. But it looks like we're voting for at least this one now, which I'm totally happy to do. So we will have one vote on the first one, one vote on the second one. Maisen's vote is for the first one, the purples. You gotta choose though, Nicole. And of course, any artists or aspiring artists in chat or anybody who wants to just doodle along, feel free to take your interpretation
Follow along at home.
and, you know, digitally or traditionally, you know, traditionally use those colors to the best of your ability. No. We don't have to wait on voting dichotomy. It's just, it's a different vibe. This way, I get to use the color palette in thinking of my design. The other way is I draw something and then have to fucking deal with it. Those are the choices. Mars, do you have a vote?
Let me see. Ooh. That third one has some interesting colors.
It
but
does.
I see no one's voting for that.
That is also true. No one has voted for the fruit one,
I'm gonna go with the middle one.
Oh, tying it up.
I like that orange.
Right, Nicole.
It's a nice orange.
Hunter. I don't know if Orca's still here. Silver Chariot. Anybody else voting? Hunter votes the third one. Mars, do you want to change your vote now?
Oh, well, now I do, yeah.
Orca's
third
first.
would have been my first choice if I thought
Mars
I had a fighting
chose
chance.
third instead. All right. Nicole's going for the second one. Oh, changing it. I think Backyard Kids voted for the first one originally.
Oh, snap. We're changing left and right.
We are changing left and right.
Keeps you on your toes.
It does keep me on my toes. Dang it, well. It looks like we've moved. The third one suddenly gained a lot of traction real fast, so. Unless Silver Chariot comes in here and ties it up. Well, do you want to change your vote back, your kid? These are your options. You gotta pick one. First or third. It looks like you're the decider right now.
Yeah. Choose wisely.
Oh, dichotomy likes 3 back. Okay, it looks like we're going for 3. 3 is the end results, it looks like here.
Dang, talk about
everybody
kind of
moved to 3. Yeah, really. Everybody moved to 3 in the end.
Oh,
Nicole moved to 3.
A final
Backyard
victory.
Kids moved to 3. All right, wow, really.
Amazing.
Came from underneath. Everybody sort of contemplated a little bit.
That was incredible.
Well, I think it's still 1 in the end dichotomy, so. Let me just move my mic around so I'm not... Whoops, hold on.
Ori, don't break your stuff. Did we lose Ori?
Hold on, I'm muting myself because I'm moving the mic and it's gonna make a lot of noise.
Oh, I see. Okay, you gotta give us a warning when you go dead silent. We need to know why.
I did! I say, hold on, I'm moving the mic, and then they shut up. And then you're like, oh no, where'd she go? I told you. I told you where I was going. Alright.
But did you really?
I did. I really did. Okay.
So you say.
Who's Ori? I'm Ori with pink hair, and Mars is Mars over there. Look, we have little name tags.
I am the one with the red hair and the purple outfit. Over here, hello.
So,
I'm waving my teacup up and down at you.
I have to see how meat, anchor, and shield go together. That definitely gives carnivorous turtle pirate kind of vibes. Turtle boat person. We did talk about turtle colors the other day, and there's a lot of green in here, so we're gonna go with turtles. We're gonna look up some references here.
Oh, that's definitely a piece of that.
Oh, that's really pretty. Okay. Very nice. We just did collars yesterday. My life is collars dichotomy. I had to make a New Year's resolution with
Revolution, yes.
myself in order to be not drawing literally the collars all the time. Design the T-Pets? Sure, if it catches on enough, we can definitely do that. Pirate. I also have an interesting stream idea for next week because I want to get it done.
Do tell.
Basically, I had an idea for how I actually wanted to go about doing the tree stuff, but with art at the same time. And so it's designing
Ooh.
a tree character based off the tree that I want to talk about in a video. And
Okay, you
that is
found
the
a
goal.
balance.
Well, because the goal is then to have that recorded so that can be like overlay, you know, the speed paint, that's the word for me actually like talking in a video.
Very nice. Pretty good strategy if I do say so myself.
Yep. And stream is the only time I get to do things consistently. Alright, none of these are coming up very much. Dire turtle. Let's see. Tree stuff? Yeah, Backyard Kids. And for anybody else who's more recent, because I don't think I talk about it that much these days. Definitely a lot of the beginning. And it comes up.
And it's really sad.
But I am an arborist by trade, or a dendrologist, I guess. I'm less on the science side and more on like the treating and healthcare of trees. So I know a lot about trees, mostly native to where I live, which is the Northeast America and General America. Anima, it's been a while. How are you?
Hiya, Anima. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
So happy you could join us.
Alrighty. Pirate pose. I'm not counting this on the timer because words.
It's
brain
research
died.
time.
Yeah, Kaz usually gives 5 minutes
not part
for
of timer
pose
time.
research. Oh, and Kaz normally gives 5 minutes for a total of 20 minutes. So I take this and then the 15-minute timer. It works out.
Oh, that's quite generous.
Ooh, okay. These are very
Why does this
good
look off to me?
poses. Nope. Maybe? Okay, cool. Which one do I want, though? Oh, that one's nice, but not the vibe I want. Not very pirate queen. Alright, we'll do this one. Nope. It didn't do what I wanted it to do. Okay. It's fighting me.
Oh no.
This is the most you've ever known from a PNG tuber. We talk about our lives all the time.
We talk
on these
about
streams.
Our lives
Ace
way
Attorney
too much.
is the one where
Ace
we
Attorney
mostly
has a focus.
It's very focused. Honestly, literally all the other streams, we go wild. We go nuts. It's very words? Yeah, words indeed.
Words always.
It has been a minute, Anima. How have you been? We've been doing good.
Yes.
Mars is almost on break. It's almost
Life
break
is
time.
moving along. I am almost, well, I can't say done with my program, but I am closer to being done. It's crazy.
That's the timer. There it is. All right.
And Outcast is approaching its 1-year anniversary.
Yes, it's so nuts.
Holy crap!
That's a crazy time.
I am still blown away by that.
And I can't believe, and I'm so happy that we broke 100 before a year.
Well, that was technically my birthday
that's the vibe I'm
this
going
year,
for.
That you got me, Ori.
Yeah, I know, right? Yes, that, but with an E at the end, Backyard Kids. That is our comic that we do. Mars, if you'd love to get the links, if you have the ability to do so, I would greatly appreciate it.
I do believe I have the ability to do so. One moment. I'm actually working on the comic tonight.
Look
so
at that. Mars being
I
a
had some
diligent
coloring to do.
A diligent flatter. All right.
This will take you to the first page. We also have a dub in the form of shorts on YouTube.
Yep, with the username
that
Folding Planets.
Slowly coming out.
Yeah,
We
very
have
behind the main
Tumblr.
comic. The main
It's
comic
definitely behind, but we're getting there.
on Webtoon, Tapas, and Global Comics is where you'll get the most caught up version. Yeah, that's the most recent thing.
Nicole is asking for the hex codes of the color palettes.
The hex codes, yes, when I get there, because I'm on a timer. Well, anyway, we'll pause the timer. We'll pause the timer. I'm sorry, I read like 4 chats at once, and I had to think about it. Yeah, amazing. You can think of us as friends.
Yeah, I don't see
We're
why
definitely not as close as IRL friends, but you know, we hang out, and it is nice. Okay, I was doing hex codes. That's where the brain was going. Not okay. Hold on. Can I give you RGB? I could translate them into hex codes. Unless that is the hex code right there. We'll check.
It could be.
RGB to hex. It might be. It literally might be. RGB is 34. That is the hex code? Alright, so there it is. Good. That is the hex code. There. I'll leave it on screen for a second. Nice and big. This is the hex code.
Everyone can see it. Everyone can use it. Go forth.
You don't have to draw a human. You can literally draw whatever you want. And yeah, sorry, I don't know where you would post it besides Discord,
open
but
to interpretation.
Yeah, it's incredibly open to interpretation. The middle color, I really like the pink. I'm a pink person. I like pink. Pink's my favorite color.
That's
my
why
entire
I chose that
room is
palette,
pink.
because that pink is so
I literally
gorgeous.
okay. It's like really weird. I know I like pink, and pink's my favorite color, but I wouldn't say I like fully gravitate toward it. And then suddenly it's like, no, everything's pink. Like everybody should know my favorite color is pink. My room is pink. I'm literally wearing a pink robe. I constantly like put my clothes together and I wear like an all pink outfit. I went to the movies.
I feel like I've seen you in pink and yellow the most.
Yeah,
these days.
they're 2 favorite colors. That and like lime green, but they're harder to get like clothes that color. So like watermelon strawberry vibes. It's great. But I went to the movie theaters on the day that the Barbie movie came out. I didn't realize this. I went to see a completely different movie. I went to see Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. And I literally wore all pink. And then we came out of the theater to everybody like being Barbie crazy and they're all wearing pink. And I was like, damn, I didn't realize I dressed up for the occasion. Yeah, I like the beat color too. Pink is my favorite. Prove it? I can't prove it. I know how to prove it. What?
Say the thing Cowie says.
I'm the one and only Cowie. Are you?
Cowie, definitely check out the Barbie movie. That was some of the most fun I've had at the theater in a while.
It's supposed to be very good. I technically haven't seen it, but I've watched a lot of people talk about it.
It's super fun. I loved it.
Apparently my mom watched it and she didn't get the end, and I was like, no, not you too.
The ending is the whole point.
I know.
Cried. I completely cried. I was like, why is the Barbie
like,
movie making
why
me
did she
feel
have to
things?
walk it? And I was like, oh god. You like dressing up though? I don't know who
dressing up
Cowie is.
fun.
Apparently the one and only. You laughed at your mom for crying? Oh my god, so mean, Adam. You're welcome to not like it, but that's just mean. Mars and I screamed a lot today. Not about the Barbie movie, though.
Well, I'll tell you why. We watched Jujutsu Kaisen. That was our first mistake. Then we watched the new Spy X Family. Also, for some reason, a mistake. Yeah. And then we finished Moriarty the Patriot, which
wasn't the mistake, but it was like, ooh. Lots of pain.
Ugh.
Carapace? I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Carapace? Oh, That must
yeah.
be in the YouTube side of things.
No. Nino from Miraculous Ladybug. He becomes the turtle. He's the turtle.
Oh, the turtle miraculous?
Yeah, that's the word.
Okay. I gotta be honest, guys. I do not watch.
I haven't watched it
Ladybug
in a
and
long
Cat
time,
Noir.
but I got pretty
It did
far.
not catch my interest at all when it came out.
I definitely didn't watch it.
And then I found out about the love square between two characters somehow, and then I was really not interested.
See, interesting. I enjoyed it for like a portion of it, and then it was like too long. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, this is kind of interesting.
I imagine
because
it's kind of cute and it could lead to some interesting dynamics, but then it just keeps going and going.
yeah, exactly.
And
That's the
going.
problem. That's the problem.
Like
because
that,
at first
no.
it's like
Too
this is
much.
nice because it's like, oh, their like school personas are like only part of their true selves, and then their hero personas
that's
are a
kinda
different part of
cool.
their true selves. So it's like this
they're
is an
only showing
interesting
each other one part
dynamic
of themselves,
where they're
and
crushing
each
on one
is, like,
half
not the whole
but not the other half,
part.
and it's like interesting, but it's not like a full
Yeah.
disguise, right? It is seriously like the real person, you know, like it's not like one
Like,
is
you
a
could
facade.
get an interesting character study from that.
I'm sorry, Anima, I have no idea. You look at flights solely with incognito mode, though. And you have to probably do it on, like, weird days of the week and of the year. That's when you would get your cheapest flights. Otherwise, I'm not a main travel person.
I've never flown a day in my life, Anima. I am so sorry, I cannot answer this for
I've
ya.
flown a lot, but, like, there's only so much you could do, you know?
It depends on how tight the budget. Like, especially in the aerial transport world, I'm not sure what would count as a tight budget, because that shit is expensive.
It is definitely a time.
It would be nice.
You want to
teleport your
teleporting
friends
would be
wherever
very
they need
nice.
to go.
That's the answer to if you could have one superpower. The answer, like there's no question, is teleportation. Like there is nothing better. No one has been able to convince me that there's anything better.
Either teleportation or transformation. Like you can morph into
No.
whatever you want.
Teleportation is better. No question.
Well, that's your belief.
No, Mars. Please. What is a thing that you could do that is worthwhile with being, morphosized? That's not teleport.
I could look however I wanted.
Lame. I could go to any country for free any second I want. I could visit anybody anywhere just any second I want. There's no travel fees, there's no gas fees, there's no plane fees.
That is also
I could go
very true.
literally
It depends
anywhere
on what you
for any
prioritize
reason.
more. Also, you cut out for
Nino
a
was your
second.
fave? I'm ranting. Mars trying to tell me that teleportation is not the best option.
It is objectively the best.
And I'm a person who likes animal features on humans, Mars, and I would choose teleportation.
Ori, I can't tell if my headphones are just bugging or
I?
if you're so passionate that
I
you
don't
keep
know.
cutting out. Chat, is Ori cutting out?
Am
for
I
you guys,
cutting
or is
out?
it
Am
just
I that
me?
passionate? I could turn
you
me
did
down.
it again.
Okay, that was you.
You literally
That wasn't
just
me.
did it right now.
That's you. I'm looking at my
Okay.
I'm looking at my levels and I'm good. Everyone's in chat saying I'm good.
Okay, that's good to know, guys. Thank you.
But you don't have teleportation, Mason, and flying takes energy and time. I can't fly as like a bird to Europe very easily. You know, like that takes weeks
Well, you got
at
a whole
least.
ocean to contend
You know,
with.
it's a long time. Teleportation, bam. We are on
Instant.
Discord.
Yes.
So, I don't know. I'm just yelling. What am I gonna do with the tan? It's probably gonna be a skin tone. Her face is just not at the angle I want it to be, though.
Oof. Okay, coloring is sort of happening tonight, but also not.
You gotta do it, Mars. I think this is
Yeah.
the 2-week mark tomorrow, huh?
It is. I gotta
tomorrow,
earn my
Monday.
keep.
Not
Monday.
tomorrow. I don't know what fucking day it
Please
is.
don't take away the last 2 days.
I don't
from
know what
me.
day it is. Stop. I don't know why.
Hey, we hung out.
I know, but I don't know
We
why.
watched Party. We cried. We laughed. We sobbed. How could you
I did
forget?
cry a lot today. Not full cry, not Nanami cry, but like.
Oh no, it was definitely screaming though.
But it was
I had to get a throat lozenge because my voice really sounded shredded by the end of it. And that was just one show.
I don't know how to teleport Anima, sadly. Otherwise I'd be like at every convention.
That would be nice.
I will say it will depend. If you can't teleport like with anything, that would definitely be slightly detrimental, but not
if I can't
overall.
bring my glasses with me, I am screwed.
I'm assuming anything you're wearing.
A phone would also be
but like,
helpful to have
if you couldn't bring a suitcase, it would be a little annoying. But technically, you don't need to have to stay in a hotel because you could just teleport back home for the night and like wake up and teleport back to France in the morning, you know, or England or wherever you want to be.
But I do want to be able to bring my phone with me. Just for safety reasons, pictures, the works.
You memorize your credit card number, you buy a camera in the country that you're in, and you go to like Staples and have it uploaded, and then you go to to a flash drive, and then you go to an internet cafe and you email it to yourself, and then you come home.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
Exactly.
I was about to say, why not just bring cash? But we're operating on the logic you can't bring anything.
You can't really bring much.
So wait,
I mean,
what about the flash drive?
You wouldn't bring the flash drive. You would go to an internet cafe at the place that you're at.
I see. No internet cafes. That's not really something we have here, do we?
They still do exist. They're just not like super common. But like we had one near us for a while. I think it's still there.
Is it?
Because it's still expensive to own a computer, man. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
And internet. You know, now a lot of people do go to like Starbucks or something, but it is still like it's expensive to like own a computer sometimes. They're just called libraries. That's true. There you go. Library done.
That
Bam.
too.
Teleport to a hospital.
But sometimes you need a library card to access their computers. Henry, didn't we have to scan our library cards in order to play the games there?
Yeah, you do. I don't know. Even if it's not like country-wise, just literally my job could be anywhere. The commute is non-existent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now
I could have a
that would be
job
nice.
in Hawaii, and I could just, like, that'd be fine. You know? Like, it doesn't matter.
Could just go wherever I needed to be.
Yeah. And that's only operating on the logic that you literally can only take, like, your clothes and nothing else with you.
Well, you gotta have some limitations on the power. Otherwise, it's not an interesting power. It's just too OP.
Well, you know. We're not necessarily trying to make a story out of it. I'm just saying.
You might not be.
I'm not trying to.
I'm taking down ideas for later down the line.
We're gonna have to elongate these.
Story fodder.
Yeah, I'm not going by this timer hardcore, guys, so you'll yell at me, but I'm gonna say because I never actually time myself when I do it with Kaz or anything, so not like I'm really gonna start now.
Ignoring the rules, Ori. I never.
The rules are not part of it.
Such a rebel.
You know, fast fit. Still my top pick, yeah, easily. I drive to work once. I come back, done. Like, commute is done. Honestly, one of my least favorite parts about work is the fact that, like, if it's far away, you have traffic, you have to deal with anything. It's just, like, amazing. You know? Never have to pay for gas again. Like, you get the, you checkpoint the supermarket, you checkpoint your job, you checkpoint your, you know, like, the hospital, and you checkpoint, you know, like, your family and your friends' homes, and then it's like, bam, done. Visit you anytime. Pretty great. Oh shit, I forgot my X, you know, bam. Can't carry things? Who cares? I leave my shit at work at my desk.
Did you say you forgot your eggs?
No, my ex, like blank. I
Oh,
forgot
okay.
blank.
Because I thought you said ex, and I'm like, she forgot her ex? Like her ex-boyfriend or girlfriend? What? No, maybe she meant eggs. That makes more sense.
Yes, I forgot my eggs.
She meant X as in like
Blank.
fill in blank here.
Yeah, fill in the blank here.
Fill in X here.
Yeah, exactly.
See, everyone else was thinking it, Ori.
Okay, I'm
Everyone
sorry.
else was thinking EX. Oops, I forgot my X.
I only have one of those.
Gotta go pick them up. Hey,
And,
same.
I don't ever talk to him.
How times have changed.
How times have changed? I don't didn't talk to him very much like right away after that. I think I'm gonna go sort of more of a Bowser way.
Nice, Mason. I gotta hand it to people who are able to maintain that
yeah, sure,
following a
dichotomy.
breakup. Like, that's well done.
I wasn't on bad terms with him. It was more just like, he just stopped hanging out with the friend group, and it was like, okay, goodbye, I guess.
Yeah, I wish I could say the same. Mine definitely ended on bad terms.
Oof.
Terms where I had to block and protect myself.
The worst terms. You don't know what to talk
I
about
do not
anymore?
have a favorite
Anything.
miraculous episode because I've never seen it, but Ori might. Backyard Kids.
The Shop Blanc ones are like up there because they actually have like a thing, but then they kind of kill it when it's like, they kind of kill it at the end. So it's tough. I'm trying to actually get to a point where I can like sit down and like remember them very vividly because they do blur together a lot. This is tough.
Why doesn't
Favorite
this look
miraculous
right?
episode. The problem is just so many of them are like cool setup stuff, and then we like never revisit it because like that's just the basis of the show. So it's hard where it's like, oh, this had such good like implications of something, but it like, it didn't pan out. I'm giving them like Sherlock, like off-brand Sherlock hair apparently, but that's where we're going here.
To be fair, you probably have it on the brain.
Yeah, why wouldn't I? I'm just leaning into it now.
Yes, Sherlock from Moriarty the Patriot.
Which is a top-tier anime. If you like Sherlock Holmes,
it was amazing.
If you know anything about James Bond, it's just really good.
It was so good.
It is a fantastic interpretation of it. Like, I think the morals are great. The twists are awesome. The whole thing
the
is
twists
just...
are amazing.
Oof.
The symbolism is incredible. It is amazing.
The
like,
tiebacks
honestly,
are amazing.
Check it out. Like, when people say this is a successor to Death Note, the mind games are also very good as well. I honestly want to rewatch it, like, as soon as I can, because I don't want to say goodbye to these characters yet. Which is the same reaction I had to Trigun, so that's how you know it's a good show.
Yeah, really.
Oh, Ori.
Yeah, That's what I say to your today.
Today, gone tomorrow. Why is this eye fighting me? God
Yeah,
damn it,
the timer is done now. This is fun for me night. So yeah, it is merely a suggestion. It's like Ori has wanted to do these but not found the time, so stream.
Okay. Oh, that's a little bit better. Ori, I apologize. On one of these Hotsen eyes, you might be doing some cleanup because
it's okay.
I cannot get it to look right, and I need to move on.
That is fine. I understand.
Okay.
Well, that's fine, Hunter. No yelling today. I can't tell you what to do. Deal.
Skater kid said, "You can't tell me what to do. Watch out when mine turtle says hello to you."
Now, we definitely like this sort of like. I think I like the skirt bit happening. Is it skirt or pants? It's more like a sash.
I would agree.
Should do like here.
Oh, why did I do that?
And then I think
What I want.
sort of like adding. We did talk about turtle colors having lots of poncho vibes, so I think we're gonna go with like a sort of off the shoulder sort of poof sleeve thing here.
Oh, very
and
nice.
And then that's going to be
that's
the sketch. Like this. And then she kind of has like poofy pants in here. Looks like a knight.
I could see it.
Shield, so works out. I didn't really add the meat in. Okay. We'll add it in a different way. In a subtle way, because I'm lazy. And do I have a favorite villain? I do have a soft spot for the bubbler, just in general. He's just, his reasoning is so pure. We like how it is. He just wants his bro to have a good time, have a good party.
Who doesn't appreciate
other
that?
Villain.
Oh, that's not what I want.
Alex, when she was the time villain, that was a neat one too.
How did that villain play with time? That sounds interesting.
They could like after charging up, skating around. Yes, Hawkmoth is a. They could like charge up to do like a jump. I think it's back in time and like redo the timeline and everything.
Zawaldo!
Yeah, but not pausing time. It's like going.
But
But they like stole other people's time, so like they like froze people in time. That's how they charged up. Now I'm remembering.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, erase people from history by stealing their time to go back in time to change the past. Because essentially
why does that sound like Weeping Angels now?
Well, they're like heirloom broke, so they wanted to like go back in time to like fix that.
Interesting. Again, I will probably never watch the show, but that doesn't mean I don't like hearing about it.
Oh yeah, no.
Like,
and again,
when people
I
were
haven't
fired up
seen it
about the shipping mess and the absolute insanity of it. I was all over that. I was like, yes, more video essays, please.
I haven't seen it in a very long time. And Mason, I did originally start watching it as the French with subtitles, because that was like the way to watch it come out originally, before it was like really popular over here. Because I found it through Tumblr, as I found pretty much all good things, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's been a long time since I watched it, though. It's a cute little show, and then it just goes on too long, in my opinion. That's it. It just got to a point where I'm just like, I can't keep dealing with this again and again. I'm kind of just bored. Pixelator? Ooh, that one, he was good too. He was good. Is Tumblr still alive? Yes.
Very much so.
Yeah. It had an exodus, but it definitely is kicking. Honestly, Dichotomy, I gotta say, for D&D homebrew, my homebrew that I posted months, years ago, continues to get likes. So I gotta say, Dichotomy, if you want to break into it, they have scheduled posts. If you want to break into another social media market, I would say
It's
Tumblr with your with the ones that have any sort of art, either from Scrimp Lord or any collabs you did? It's pretty great.
Break into the market.
Oh, the guitar villain. Yeah, he was fun too. Cowie, I need to see the movie. It's like on my list. Like I want to see it because it does look really good. You know, everybody says it's really good. Like it is definitely like something I want to see. But I just haven't managed it yet. Haven't managed it. Okay, we're just going full flipper because I'm feeling it. So technically they're not a caller anymore because they're full flipper. So they're not a caller. Now they're just a turtle monster. Like an alternate universe thing. I feel like that's more just like a theory, but I don't actually know. But it just looks really good. The animation looks good. I haven't really heard anything bad about it, so I do want to see it. What is happening here? This is happening here. And this has to actually wrap all the way around. Oh my god. Yes, I also sort of left Tumblr at the Exodus, and only recently. I'm really trying, like I really want to be as into it as I was. I am trying to get there, but I don't sit and scroll on social media even that much on like Instagram, so it's just definitely not happening like it used to, but it's definitely popping. You know, it definitely gets likes. It definitely, posts don't die as much if you tag them right, so that's very nice. Mr. Pigeon did suck. He was just a weirdo. Oh, Dichotomy has cat updates.
Ooh. What's happening with your little
Screamed
kitty
at you
friend?
and ran upstairs. All right, there you go.
The cry of fury.
How dare you not play with
Usually
me?
related to food. Or attention, either or.
Gotta tilt this.
Okay, how do I want to do this? Actually. Okay, there we go.
There it is. Hide this, we'll go like that and that.
Okay, I think I know how I want to color this.
Copycat definitely, it had potential, but it didn't stick the landing. Okay, how do I want to do this? I want to do this.
That I feel is the hardest thing to watch, when like an idea has potential and then it flops.
Yeah.
Like, oof, that hurts.
Okay. There it is. Now I do this. Like this.
Let's see how we're gonna do this. I think
All
I
right.
know.
Sorry, I'm focused. Hold on. I'll come back into chat.
Oh, chat is popping tonight.
The
Thank
scream
you
is
guys.
new. All right. So it's really funny. I watched them like out of order originally because the way that like the dub happened, like the English dub was like out of order. It was all very weird. So, I definitely, I know that Stormy Weather was like meant to be the first episode, but the first episode for me was definitely the bubbler. Oh, I did like, the one that, what's the art kid? He becomes a cool villain. The illustrator? I don't remember what his name was. But he was a pretty neat villain. I liked his. Because his power was cool. Evilstrator. Yeah, there it is. He had a neat story. Nathaniel. There it is. Nathaniel.
Did what he drew come Did what he drew.
It can
Did
come
what he
real,
draw
yeah,
come to life?
essentially, yeah. It
Nice.
wasn't to life, but he could
That's a
draw
good
like
vibe.
objects and things, and so it was definitely like very useful, and he just kept drawing like items and stuff, and it was really like he was a hard fight for them. They had to get his like pen away from him by like literally tricking him, like they couldn't beat him otherwise. So that was like a
Oh
very
man.
nice sort of like damn. Oh, also the one that the best friend becomes. I'm sorry, I'm really blanking on the names because just like I really haven't seen it in such a long time.
It's been a hot minute.
The best friend becomes the one that can like pause and play and stuff. That villain was cool as well. Lady Wi-Fi, yes. The memory comes back the second you say it.
Sounds like they had a really good lineup of villains.
Yeah, the problem is that none of it ever stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you had all this like emotional change, and then none of it really like stuck around, and that's the disappointing part, right? It was like cool, but it's very, very like no, this still has to be like monster of the week. Like we can't have like true growth, you know, and that's where it gets like kind of annoying. It's like you learned this lesson. Versus with Randy never makes the same mistake twice. He makes new mistakes every time.
He fails in spectacular new ways.
Yes, exactly. And that's why it doesn't get boring or repetitive. Yeah, 100%.
I will admit that, as someone who has watched it,
I have seen Princess Fragrance. Also the Replica, I think was her name, the other one. Alia. I knew it was an A. My heart really wanted to say like Annika or something, and I'm like, that's not it. That's our caller character. But yes. Okay. Gotta add all the colors in here. Like that. Because then this gets added like these sort of ways. Yeah, Replica. She was the goth girl became her. And she was like really like pink colored and kind of weird.
Cool.
Here's another color palette. There's not a lot of rules. I did use black for the outline because that is how I draw. But it technically picks up the colors underneath. Julica. Yeah, Julica. So there are honestly not a lot of hard rules. It's mostly for like inspiration. That's why it's called a prompt and not like a challenge, right? So it's like for fun. So honestly, I'm playing real hard and fast.
It's a very chill night tonight, you guys.
This is chat night, and you guys have really stepped up to the plate, so it works out.
Yes.
Okay. Brand. We'll use this color then for in here. Rules are meant to be broken / bent, yeah. Gamer. I don't remember being a massive fan of his villain, but him as a character is fun. And I did not like his miraculous with the horse. I don't know, it just didn't feel right. Unicorn or whatever he was. I don't even remember at this point. Do that with the hair here. I think we'll make it this color. And then, yeah. Okay. Great.
Sorry, I'm being so quiet
It's
now.
okay. My brain is
Really
also
concentrating
firing.
on this eyeball.
Mars is trying real hard, guys. She has a
am.
deadline to keep.
I know.
I force her to make impossible deadlines. It's crunch.
Ori runs a sweatshop.
I do. It's only Mars, so it's a lot of work for her.
Yeah.
And I know that she's gonna have break now, so I doubled her hours for no extra pay. Do you hear that crying? Music to my ears. That was a laugh I hear. No. My favorite thing on Ace
You
Attorney.
might want to be careful.
What?
You're really leaning hard into this.
No, my favorite thing on Ace Attorney is when I'm like, is Ori laughing or crying? Nope, she's crying.
It's definitely crying.
Yeah, it's crying.
But then other times it's definitely laughing, so it's a good balance.
Yeah. I think I'm like
You gotta have that balance.
do
It's the spice
the
of life.
dark. I think it has to be the light. It's just a bad color, otherwise it doesn't work as well.
Oh, and we now have an upside down Feryx, my favorite kind of Feryx.
The best boy. That's a vibe dichotomy. Having a job really sucks when it's not the art job. Lend some of those extra Mars hours to you. Alright. Okay, and then we're gonna... Oh, I didn't color the eye. The eye is definitely pink.
Okay, that's another flat
And then
done.
we're gonna multiply. I'm gonna use this one. Sadly, Mars just does the color dichotomy, so
yeah.
if you wanted her to have some art hours, it would only be to color the line art that Molly did and not shade it.
And you would
just
have to
color
provide
it.
me with the colors.
Yeah, with palettes. She's like a colors by numbers kind of person.
Yeah.
She could do it. She does it well, but she needs a
Oh,
direction.
thank you.
If you didn't do it well, I wouldn't be employing you like this, you know? You already have a job for the comic.
It's nice to be recognized.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry. An imaginary today.
Is anyone else still processing the fact that it's December 1st today?
Yeah, it took me like way
this
too
is
long
really-
to end up eating my advent calendar chocolate because I kept forgetting. It was
said
good.
it when I came over.
Yeah, and I forgot. I don't know. Did
Again?
you ever watch me eat it? I ate it
No,
tonight.
I definitely didn't.
That's what I'm saying.
But I didn't know that was because you forgot.
Yeah, it's because I forgot. I ate it. I ate it. It's been eaten. It was salted
Okay.
caramel. It was very good.
You need to set up a daily reminder on your phone.
No.
Ori.
Now that I'm in it, it'll happen.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, I'm trusting you.
And even if you miss one, then you get two the next day. It's not a problem.
That's very true.
And
Win-win
glow.
for all involved.
Win-win indeed. You gotta add my classic shine. Very important.
Absolutely. It wouldn't be an Ori piece without it.
Yep. Do I use it too much? Definitely. Do I care? Not at all.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I like how it looks. That's how I do it. I ain't trying to go to art school or be in like anything crazy. And that, and that, and that.
A little bit of that and a little bit of that.
A little bit of that. And then you get the... Everyone
Big
knew.
time.
Ooh. I don't know why this blending layer is doing this, but I'm not opposed.
Intriguing.
And done. All right, there they are. Have I seen Glaciator? Yes. I also saw Siren. I think that was the water one. You're still sending calls
Sure
for
sounds
November?
like a water-themed one.
All right. Next, we have another color palette. It is time to vote. Let me catch up on chat a little bit. Looks like Zorro. I can see it. Still working on yours, Nicole? Well, I will be so happy to see yours and anybody else who did it. I will say, Backyard Kids, I like that they were going for having all these cool new outfits. I'm sad that they're not as cool as possible. Hambone? Where we got to Hambone, Enthuse? Hello. And Amon, good evening. Hello.
Hey.
Oh, a concept bit harder to pull off. Well, if there's a will, there's a way. I don't like Volpina and Antibug solely because they have such, like, story-driven shit that just never comes back. Like, it upsets me. Of how the color sticks. The emojis are from Kaz's Discord server from Taken, one of the mods over there. They made these. I plan to post them in Kaz's Discord server. But now, guys, we get to vote on which color palette we're using for these emojis. So these are the 3 emojis. I'm giving no information of what I'm going to draw. Vote on the color palette. One for first.
Is this a vote I can join on?
Yes,
or did
please.
I sway opinion too much last time?
I don't think so. You could just vote last.
Okay, that works.
Mushroom Day. There's a mushroom here.
There's a mushroom emoji.
We got 2 for first. We got Backyard Kids for third. 8th one. It's sorry. I'm on. It's 1, 2, or 3. There's 3 sort of groups here.
Yeah. 3 color palettes.
3 color palettes. So I'm sorry. We had 2 for 1. We had 1 for 3. Nicole says second. Cowie's a mushroom person. Well, there you go.
Dichotomy says
Look
first.
at that. Hold on. Okay, so there's another for first. Dichotomy was for first. Amon says 3. All right, Mars.
Am I allowed to vote
yes,
now?
you should vote now. Anybody else in chat wants to vote, we can vote. Princess
gotta
Peach?
say,
Yeah, I can see exactly why, Nicole. That is an anatomical heart, though.
Variety
So.
of that first palette.
We like the first one. Ours goes for the first one. Alrighty. You don't have to switch. Are you voting first, Enthuse? I think first wins either way. We got a lot for first there. So, that is what we shall be doing. Nope, that one. Alrighty. Now, Ori will have some time to think about what she will do. We definitely got Mushroom Person in here. I did all of those Mushroom Persons that one time for, what was it? It was Fae and Funguary. February and Funguary.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a year or 2 ago now. Was that 2021 or 2022?
On that one.
I don't even know. I didn't even complete it. They're all. I think that must have been 2021 when I did the people. 2022 was when it was gonna. Oh yes, I'll zoom in on the hex codes for everybody who wants hex codes. Here are the hex codes while Ori takes.
If you want to
inspiration.
follow along at home, please.
So we got mushroom, got crown, and we got the anatomically correct heart emoji, which is certainly an interesting one. Oh, that's the worst, Cowie. I was drawing the other day and my hands were cold, and it was like I literally had to go and run them under warm water. I was like, I can't draw in these conditions.
That's horrible.
I missed which one you said your favorite was. Backyard Kids. Despair Bear. Yes, I remember Despair Bear. And he had an interesting backstory too. These are the ones I remember. It's like really late ones that are like season. I don't even know what season I'm at. That's the problem. I stopped. I don't know what season they're on. I don't know what season they were. Ooh, lots of people giving it a go. Very nice. We like Mushroom Crown. Anatomical Heart.
Anatomical heart makes me think like doctor or demon if you're going fantastical.
Ooh. Doctor's good. Doctor Princess. Ooh. Okay, that's a vibe. See-through slime princess. Yeah, Doctor Princess. Princess is a surname. Alrighty. Need to add this. Let's look up doctor poses. Because why not?
If you don't get ones with stethoscopes, I will be
Oh,
very
they're all
shocked.
like holding stethoscopes. Like they all have it around their necks. These doctor poses are lame. Doctors pose lamely.
It's just like the crossed arms are standing.
Yeah,
Right?
it is.
Boo.
How dare they pose so lamely?
That's
Alright.
so lame. Who cares about professionalism? Be cool.
I did draw a mushroom queen once. Ugh. That sucks. Alright, we're closing Google. Google pissed me off. We're just going into it. Robustus. He does not ring any bells, but I might have. What is his thing? Yeah, my name is Princess, exactly. Alright. Doctor from the angle... Oh, from above? You're gonna make me do really hardcore perspective here, Nicole.
Oh, jeez.
Nicole's
And
going
or
for gold
you
here.
thought you were getting an easy night.
Doctor is a first name, so Doctor Princess. Doctor is a first name? People actually have Doctor as a first name?
That's interesting. I wonder how you go through life like that. Kind of feels like a self-fulfilling prophecy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Just like the people who were called, like, Billion. That was his name. Billion.
Billion, yeah. That's the one.
Oh, Mars, I learned that the Shiloh trial is not as ubiquitous as I think any of us thought.
Oh, not everyone does it?
No, it's apparently like a semi-New York thing, but it's mostly like
Oh,
our
really?
school. Yeah.
How'd you find this out?
I looked up the internet.
Oh. And no one has done the Shiloh trial?
No. Chat, does anybody know what the Shiloh trial is? We're taking a poll.
I'm so curious now. Ferex, I love that you don't have eyes in this shot. This makes my drawing so much easier.
That kind of no idea what it is. You're Canadian, so I'm not really trying to poll you, if I'm being completely honest. It's more of like I thought Americans did it. Cowie doesn't ring a bell. I don't know where you're from, Cowie, so I can't discount your vote for being Canadian. I did see that one, Backyard Kids. Yes, I did see that one. It's more like I never expected the Canadians to have done the Shiloh trial. It's more like a United States. Cowie's United States. Something to do with the Civil War, nothing other than that. Oh yeah, Mars, it seems
Nope.
we keep referencing it, and I think it's really just us.
Okay, so guys, to give you some backstory, the Shiloh trial was based off a book that we had to read for English class back in middle school, I think it was. Yeah, it was middle school. Basically,
No, it was elementary school.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
You're right. No, it was
because I remember that it was in a building that my elementary school had. Yeah.
We were bused to the middle school to hold the trial.
Yeah, but it was in it because I remember practicing in an
school.
elementary school classroom. So it was
no,
like...
you're totally right. You're totally right. It's coming back to me now. Basically, what happens in the book? There's a little boy. There's a dog. There's an abusive Dirk who is mean to his dog. And at the end of the book, they go to court, they take the guy to court and put him on trial for being an abusive shit to his dog.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't he
we,
kill the
as the
dog?
students, I don't think he killed the
I
dog.
thought he killed the dog.
No, I think he let
He
Shiloh
kicked the
come
dog.
near death. He kicked it.
I remember that, but I could have
He
sworn he
definitely
killed him.
kicked it, and I think he neglected it to the point that Shiloh almost died,
Mm.
and that's why they took him to court. But the dog lives. The dog definitely lives.
All right.
If not, no one would have been able to go through with the trial. We all would have been crying messes. Like,
that is
talking
true.
about a classroom of 3rd or 4th graders, we never would have been able to process that.
Well, so in Enthuse, it's actually like a statewide mock trial, it seems. And because you do so good at this against other classes from elementary school, and you actually go and you compete, like doing the trial again, like future, like it's like statewide. So I think we all sort of assumed that it was more of like a US thing, but it seemed like more like a state county thing. So.
But I remember being
I
so
don't
pissed
recognize
off.
that one, Backyard Kids.
I don't remember which school mine was facing off against, but
More
their
like a
guy who
purple.
was playing the
And I'm not sure
defendant, so essentially the abusive guy, lied throughout the entire thing. The judge was asking him, like, were you ever mean to dog number 2? Because that's, like, what he called him, dog number 2. He didn't call him by a name. And he was like, no, I was never this. No, I was never that. And I'm sitting there in the seats as the jury, like, you liar! You liar! 9-year-old me was outraged.
Perjurous. No wonder she hates Lotta so much.
Oh, I hated Lotta.
We still hate Lotta. Lotta has not redeemed herself.
Lotta had a chance.
Lotta had
and she dropped
chances.
the ball.
And then she made me pay for a camera that I had nothing to do with.
Yeah, she's a bitch.
Very upsetting.
Don't like her.
Don't like Lotta.
I like Armstrong
Lotta,
more
that's
than
true.
I like
Lotta has never kicked a dog, but
Lotta hasn't kicked a dog
Armstrong?
that we know of.
Oh, I don't have a problem with Armstrong.
Armstrong was great. Mo, I thought, was fantastic.
Yeah,
like,
we loved Mo.
I'm trying to think what characters people typically hate in this series.
But we're a pun.
I mean, Olbag is annoying, but she's fun annoying. If that makes sense.
She's not Lotta level. Lotta is just pain incarnate.
Well, here's the difference. Lotta is a young person, so she should be able to understand. Like, if I go on trial and say this guy is a murderer, he's going to fucking lose his life. Whereas Olbag is just like a cranky old woman that doesn't really give two shits, but she never lies about somebody killing someone else. She's just neglectful.
That is true. Oh, no, she's trying... No. She's trying to frame it on Will Powers hard. In Turnaround Samurai, she tries really hard to frame Will Powers for it.
Will Powers.
I think you're giving her too much credit.
I don't know. There was so much hoopty-loopty stuff going on there when, like...
She was literally she was like, Will Powers did it. It was him.
Joining tonight.
And here's the proof why I have a picture of him doing it. But it was obviously never, like, you couldn't tell it was ever actually him.
See, in my mind, that's different because she saw the picture and that was what she believed. It didn't necessarily point yes or no. It just kind of showed, oh, this is the costume. This is the costume Will Powers always wears. Therefore, this is Will
Richard
Powers
Wellington?
in this costume. Meanwhile, Lotta is just fucking making up shit.
Least favorite characters new to Trials and Tribulations.
That's the game we're currently playing,
yes,
right?
I hate Dahlia, but you're meant to. She sucks. Not as like her characterization is fine, but she's evil, she's bad. Like, I don't like her. But not like, you know, Lotta's the worst just because she like tried to do good and was just terrible. Like, she's the worst. Dahlia at least was like evil the whole time.
I gotta be honest. I initially hated
the Panzer
Goryeo Tigre.
Yeah, that was
like, I could not stand him because it was like, how could he have impersonated Phoenix? How could everyone fall for it? Like, this is the stupidest plot thread ever. But then they actually showed like how it all came together in court, and it's like, oh, okay, that's actually pretty hilarious.
And
He
then we
just
really-
screamed the entire time, and people were too scared to really look any further into it.
And then we really didn't have many. No, there's no. I don't really hate any other ones from. I don't have hatred towards any of the other ones from Trials and Tribulations
Yeah,
yet.
not really.
Everybody
Like,
else is just kind of trying to do their
Viola
own thing,
Gavarini
or
was
we're funny.
fine.
Yeah, she's just kind of basic.
Kudo was essentially an old bag replacement.
Yeah, he was creepy, but I didn't hate him
But he
for
wasn't
it.
Dr. Hottie.
Or
That was-
Salmonella.
Yeah, that was
He
fair.
literally, okay, you know his redeeming quality? He specifically didn't prey on like the really young looking girls. He specifically was like they have to be of age, and like even like just barely of age of Maya was like no, not good. So
Like,
honestly,
my baby's
at
dumb, but
least
I'm not
respectable.
evil.
Yeah, exactly, respectable in that way. Favorite character in the current trial?
It reminds me of the line, I may be a villain, but I'm not a monster.
The current one we just started, or the one with Furio Tigre? Because we did just start the Edgeworth one. I mean, I love Edgeworth. I love
Oh.
Edgeworth a lot.
He
But
is channeling Von Karma in that
I'm
one.
so here for it,
The
though.
finger waggle.
I'm
It's
so
like,
here for it,
this
though.
boy learned.
Okay. I have to do the hair under the hat first. How am I gonna do? I'm not gonna do Morgan's mushroom hair.
Oh
I
god,
did
no.
curly for the other one, so I don't know.
I didn't care for Morgan too much.
She was eh.
She came out and I was like, oh, she did it.
Well, I feel like that was kind of like both of those. It seems like both of the trials.
I need miney too. I was like, yeah, she did
Well,
it.
both of the second trials were almost like pointing you out that she did it. The first one they
Yeah.
didn't do that was Trials and Tribulations. Because both Red White and with Einy Miny, it's literally like the end goal is like, oh yeah, I did it, but can you prove that in court? I don't think so. And then it's like, nah, bitch, I can. Like fucking
Like,
try
no,
me, you know?
screw off. We got the decisive evidence.
He got the decisive evidence. Oh shit. Okay. Other than Edgeworth. Yeah, we really don't have many new characters from the current trial. So, like, I think we literally only new character we currently know from the new trial is Terry Falls. So, like, I don't, you know, it's kind of.
Terry Falls, I don't really
Is the
have an opinion of.
eyebrows? Okay, I'll have to like really look at that, Nicole, next time. He also has like eyelashes as young Edgeworth, and it's like, damn, all right.
I gotta say though, Armando, Diego Armando, hot damn.
It's so funny. I do like Diego Armando. I've always liked Godot. He's great, but I'm sorry, Edgeworth is just my boy.
Fantastic.
Edgeworth is just my boy.
I do like older Edgeworth though. He wears his age very well.
When we finally get glasses Edgeworth, I mean, like,
It's like gimme.
oh, whoops. I didn't realize I drew that on the hair layer, but that's fine.
Hey, you know what? Roll with it.
We'll deal with it. Deal with it by removing some of that. Removing some of that. Oops, too much of that. Good. Perfect. So I guess kind of like a poofy skirt or something, maybe? Finally get to see what's on the... Yeah. Took so long. But we did it. We got there. But yeah, it was very, very nice. I definitely like him. He's great, but I don't know. Edgeworth just has a soft spot for me. Franziska's the best prosecutor. I disagree. At least in what we've seen from her, she's still too egotistical. current Edgeworth has gotten
She
to the
is
point
still
where he
finding
actually
her
cares
way.
about justice, and so as like that's like the prosecutor sort of thing is they do want justice. Like it shouldn't be like a win streak, and Franziska was still on that sort of win streak vibe. So at least where we know her now, she's not there yet. Good evening, Mr. Pulpo. Senor Pulpo.
Hello, Pulpo.
Got me the Dr. Princess. Yeah, it didn't mean to make the colors that way, but this is how it worked out.
No, it was meant to be.
Okay, we gotta add the stethoscope. This is important. We talked about it. So they kind of wear it over their jacket, like this. And then it kind of comes around like this. Like that. And then we'll give her a little nose. All right. This will be the baseline. What time is it? Ah, we're good. Not even
We
that
got
long.
more than enough
We
time.
got lots of time. Oh, 100% enthused. It is just she needs time to grow. We haven't like I don't know if she ever comes back. I think she does, but I don't actually know. But it is
Like,
definitely
it
just
would
like
be a
as we
waste
know
of a
her
character
now.
to not bring her back.
As
and
we know
complete that
her
arc.
now, she's not mature enough yet. You know, that's it. I don't think it's a problem otherwise. But like Edgeworth has matured the most for all the prosecutors we've seen, but we've also seen the most of him. So like that makes sense.
He's seen the error of his ways. He's corrected it. He can properly be with Phoenix now that they're on the same page. It's all
Exactly,
good.
it's all good. So I will definitely be excited to see more of Franziska. Seriously, it's again, I didn't mean to. I'm sorry, they just have the same hair and it's blue. It'll get fixed because it might not be blue. We'll see. I don't know what color the hair is going to be yet.
The $1,000,000 question.
Well, there's some colors here. We shall see.
Oops.
Gotta do the lines. B. Ah. Alright. We got further this time. Because I'm actually onlining it now. So that's good.
Look at you.
I think this one had a
Ori.
little more
Progress.
direction in my head than the other one did.
Well, as soon as I said doctor, you seem to know what path you
Oh
want to
yeah,
take with
we
that.
wanted Dr. Princess. It was very fun. God, editing more than just the Ace Attorney videos every week takes a lot. Because I'm almost done. God, Rise from the Ashes is so long. The redirect is so long.
It was almost 2 hours, you guys.
It's more than 2 hours currently. Dylan will cut it down, and I think it'll be more than 2 hours in the end.
Jeez. So enjoy
See.
that exceptionally long video when it comes out.
Sadly, Dylan is really advocating to break it up into 2, and my yearn for
I
backlog.
Totally understand that.
My yearn for the backlog is just really, really strong with this one.
That's valid.
Abdicating? What are we abdicating?
Not entirely sure.
Praying? Yeah. Is that word? Is abdicating the praying word? Or I thought that was a different word.
Abdicating?
Well, yeah. Pulpo dictionary, indeed.
Abdicating. Fail to fulfill or undertake a responsibility or duty.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, that's not the praying
A
one.
monarch or renouncement of one's throne.
You want more miraculous-like art? I did do art that wasn't miraculous, but was based off some miraculous art. I have a lot of really... Oh! Backyard Kids, if you are here to the end and you remind me, I have a ton of Cat Noir. A ton of Chat Noir. Because I draw him every year, and it's his month, guys. It's December. It's time for the yearly Chat Noir. Literally, that's it, though. I used to draw...
wondering how you're going to do it this time, because you gave him... he has the anthropomorphic legs.
Well,
He
apparently
has-
the goal now is posing, because the way is posing, shading, and like background are apparently like the whole.
So you're gonna do him with the
Because look at.
shade
Oh yeah,
style?
I got it. It's all for like new. Oh, we can do it. Okay, when I finish this one, Backyard Kids, remind me, so we don't have to do it at the industry because it shouldn't take that long. So when I finish this one. That shouldn't be too late. Bless you. Oh, apparently lie detector Mars is going off. I didn't realize I lied. I'm sorry.
Ori, how dare you? Do not believe the lies she speaks, guys. I am trying my damnedest not to get sick these last couple of days. I go
10 minutes?
to school, and I
Oh, no.
cannot afford to be in these last few days.
Stream was
My
definitely going to go
brother-
longer than that.
Might have come home with stomach flu.
Oh, God, no!
So I really hope that we've avoided it to the best of our ability.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, apparently while I was out, he threw up at school.
Oof.
So, yeah, poor kid wasn't having a good time.
Good thing you're
today.
not coming over next week.
Yeah, right? This worked out very well.
It works out incredibly well. We do not have any more streams until Wednesday next week, Backyard Kids.
Yes.
Tomorrow we
Wednesdays
actually
are
play our
Ace Attorney night.
yes, tomorrow we play our
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons game. Aw, I'm so glad to hear that, Backyard Kids. We're happy to have you. Glad you found us. Glad you joined our little community here. Yes, currently our
Always
schedule
happy to
is
see a new phase.
Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. I do always, every Monday I post on, I set up them on YouTube. So since you're on YouTube, it does show the live stream schedules. Oh yeah. Should use these guys? What guys? Mars is contagious. She's gonna give my computer a virus. That reminds you, Dichotomy. What are we reminding you of? Oh, cookies? Ah. Are you gonna cookies? It should work. I hope it works.
Delish.
Yep, it worked. Yay. Cookies.
Look at the cookies you guys drew.
How nice, how grand.
How nice, how grand indeed.
Okay, this is gonna take a minute, and I don't want Backyard Kids to have to miss out on Chat Noir. And it's in the Discord, so it's very easy to grab. So, basically, Backyard Kids and anybody else, I draw Chat Noir every year, from essentially around when I first started, like, really caring about drawing and everything like that, which is making me feel really old now, 2015. And
It's what led us to where we are today.
indeed. And honestly, the only reason is Chat Noir is because that's the one I had the most sort of like days about, like years grouping about, and so that's what I get to draw this this month. Will be that, but here we are. This is 2015, 2016. Whoops, God, backing out. 2017. I was trying to make it bigger, but I don't think the picture won't get bigger. That's fine. Keeps doing it. 2017, 2018. This is when I first started feeling real good. I'm good. 2019.
And for good reason.
I was happy with this one too. The background was fun. 2020, very enjoyable. I think this is the last traditional one, because then we have 2021. So we really moved Caller because the comic had been existing at this point, and it's just how I like it. And then, the most recent one from 2022 was this one, which I do very much enjoy. And he's almost at the level of, he's almost the shading I do now. He's not there yet, technically. He doesn't have all the lines that I like to do. But yeah, That was my chat noir. Alright.
He looks glorious in front of that moon.
Oh, Callie, thank you. We're happy to have you, whether you chat or not, or participate or not. Glad you're hanging out. Ooh, and drawing, love it. We love to hear new people getting into art. You just gotta take the plunge.
Yep.
Just gotta do it.
We literally just started one day, and now we're here.
Yep. What got me into drawing, you ask? It was literally, I got into Tumblr, and I was sad that the things that I wanted to see didn't exist. So what do you gotta do? You gotta do them yourself. And here we are. Way too many years later.
Logic with writing as well.
God, how many
Well,
years
I'm not
later is
seeing-
that?
not
7
seeing the
years later?
stories I want to see.
8
I
years
guess I'll just
later?
have to write them myself.
God, I feel old now.
Stop it, Ori. Why are you making us feel old?
I'm not really old. There's a lot of life ahead of me.
Oh yes.
Sip some water. That's the good water. Whereas Mars's
Stay
fursuit
hydrated.
takes a lot to make a fursuit and to buy a fursuit.
Fur is expensive.
Catboys are always amusing. We love a good catboy here.
I did do my Over the Garden Wall cosplay for Word that I had talked about.
And unless you mean
Finally.
Mars's
So that was
Shinji
fun.
costume was her fursuit.
Oh jeez, that was like the closest.
That one was so funny.
to that.
That one was so funny to me.
Oh.
UWA. Ah, yes, Over the Garden Wall, top tier show. Love it.
Yes. A fall
I
tradition.
drew Word for October fan art, which I'm very happy with. Backgrounds, Jesus heck. Wirt was definitely an interesting one to try and translate into my style, though. I think he worked out, but
I
it's
agree.
definitely odd.
Wholeheartedly.
Ah, how nice. Mars is too kind, guys. That's why I make a comic with her, because everything I draw, she's like,
everything
it's really
Ori
good.
Draws is amazing.
and thus I
And
have
no one can convince
motivation
me otherwise.
to make the comic.
Well, I get to see the scenes that I've written come to life with character expressions.
I'm glad I
and
do them so
everything.
well.
You do. It's insane.
I also really like drawing your fanfiction book covers, though. Your faux book covers.
I definitely have to write some more Trigun fanfiction. I am not out of that phase yet.
She's getting sucked back in, guys. Oh no. What is
Well,
happening?
I do want to watch the dub.
Yeah. Just only so much time in a day.
Yeah, that's very true. That's why we have shows like My Boss is Goofy. It's short, it's simple, you just pick it up and watch.
What's nice
Very
about shows like
simple.
that, same with like Molly McGee, is that I can watch just one. Right?
Exactly.
I can't watch just one Moriarty. And if I
No.
didn't have time constraints, I would have binged it. You know, like I can't
Yeah.
watch just one.
I mean, even
Jujutsu
with
Kaisen.
Megalobox today, you were like, okay, sorry,
I gotta
Said,
know.
we're
I
watching
gotta
another
know.
Megalobox.
It was too good, man. Yeah, guys, Mars finally roped me into Megalobox, and it is very good.
I did not lie.
She didn't lie.
I'm not sneezing.
That is true. You're not sneezing. Okay, we're gonna do this
Ugh.
nice and easy.
The allergies are definitely kicking in, though.
I wasn't already gonna make sparring until what was that? No. They're immortal? I'm so confused. I lost the thread here.
Wait, hold on a sec. I think
Get tickets to. I'm sorry,
I
guys.
think you're talking
No
about Kagami?
offense to Mars at all. I would walk the floor. I would wash the floor with Mars in a boxing against her. No offense, Mars.
She probably would. Ori definitely did. It was jujitsu, right?
Yeah, I did jujitsu,
Yeah.
which is a martial art,
You did jujitsu for longer than I did.
for like over 10 years.
I will say, however, I did take a self-defense class
But she's also very
at least
small.
4 times throughout college. But I can use that to my advantage.
Eh.
I can be agile. I can be slippery. I can
Sure,
run.
well, I'll let Mars have the
All you need to do is know the Joseph Joestar technique.
Well, that's not
You
a
just
boxing
gotta be
match, is
able
it
to
then?
escape.
That's not a boxing match, is it then?
Hey, you saw what Joe was doing today. He just needed to dodge. He needed to make his opponent dance with him.
The bob and weave.
All I need to do
But
is
you
that.
also have to be as muscly as Joe to deliver the knockout punch, Mars.
I actually just ordered some weights and they should
Oh,
arrive
you
by
did it.
Monday.
You
I'm
were
very
talking.
happy.
You did it.
Yeah, guys, I needed them. Ori's totally not wrong. I do kind of have if you watch the Owl
Twombly weak
House, I'm gonna
arms.
quote lose here. Curse my weak nerd arms. But hoping to fix that over the break. For myself, of course, but also for my job because I work with adults who need some help sometimes transferring from their wheelchairs to their seats and vice versa. If someone goes down, you know, physics can help you only so much. You got to have some strength behind it too. So I want to have that strength.
Glad you like her expression.
I am loving Dr. Princess here.
see
She's
ya.
so cute.
Did
I
you leave
honestly
back
kind
your
of want to
kids?
play her in a
Goodbye.
D&D campaign.
What, this character?
She looks fun to play.
She could probably be a cleric. That's a big doctor class in Pathfinder. I really, really, really want to play an investigator, but it has to be Dylan as the DM. I, like, refuse to do it with anybody but Dylan as the DM. He just does, like, exactly what the investigator is, like, made for. And while they would be fun in someone else's campaign, they would be, like, amazing in a Dylan campaign. And I'm just like, I need it.
He really enjoys laying out clues.
Yeah, I know. It would be so
like,
fun.
He does it so well.
Like, I'm almost sad that I didn't do it for, like, you know, I love my Summoner. Summoner favorite Pathfinder class.
Your opportunity.
Yeah. Summoner was first. Also, while both Summoner and Investigator are considered to be higher level difficulty classes, like, you know, for ease of play, the Investigator definitely goes more towards, like, Pathfinder rules, like, outside of combat stuff. So I feel like this was just an easier first thing as well. Just because, you know, there is a lot of moving parts to Summoner, no question. But
that's totally understandable.
It's a little more like, I have an extra movement is more what it is. I just have to know how to get to that, like an extra action. But Investigator is a lot more like out of combat, like kind of weird stuff. So it's just like, we'll take it. We'll learn Pathfinder. And no matter what, I don't think Investigator is going to trump my love for Summoner. Summoner is just exactly what I want out of a class.
I mean, you always seem like you're having fun with Summoner.
Oh, I love Lycoris
so
so much. I love Lycoris so much. It is one of the things where I wish I didn't, like, have to get, like I didn't want to have to be the only Dex character. But I am.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, it's not your guys' fault.
The only character with like real blood and everything.
Yeah, that was more just funny.
Which is hilarious.
That's more just a funny thing to play into. But it's definitely like, you know, I wasn't trying to be a healer and I wasn't trying to be like the thief and the rogue and the stealthy ninja guy. But, you know, I sort of got slotted into those because I was the closest to being good at them. Compared to the rest of you. But I'm really happy because I could totally beat Casimir real hard, real easy, and I'm pretty happy about that. That's pretty cool to me. Because usually, as like a bard, I'm not as heavy hitter. It's sad, Oscar. I know. You could do it with do you use Chrome, Oscar? As a web browser? Friendly Fire. That's only in Baldur's Gate, and I play a bard in Baldur's Gate. Because you can't play summoner in Baldur's Gate. Because it's D&D, not
We
Pathfinder.
have been holding our own in Baldur's Gate, though, much
Yes.
to my surprise.
Now, Mars,
Mm.
we do play it on easy mode. I'm just saying.
Why do you have to take my hopes and dreams and crush them so?
Because we can have a good time on easy mode. My life is on. I don't think I've ever played a game not on easy mode. If I'm being completely
Oh God,
honest.
no.
Like,
See, I have tried.
no actual shame.
and
I
it's
just want to.
not fun.
I just want to put your expectations where they belong. You know what I'm saying? You can still
Put my
say, "Yay, we're doing
expectations in a
great."
box. I see.
But yeah, we are on easy mode. So like,
Okay.
don't go bragging to Dylan about it. Is more what I'm trying to say, because Dylan will be like, "Pfft, they just came out with ultra mega hard mode Baldur's Gate
Oh,
that Doug and Dylan are playing right now." So yeah, don't say that
Yeah,
to them, okay?
Dude, I knew we weren't playing on hard mode.
Oh, we
I
definitely weren't
was
playing on
mostly
hard,
joking.
but there's normal versus easy.
I did, however, think we were on normal at the very least.
Well, it's one of those things where I'm not sure if normal is easy. You know, like I don't know the exact sort of like scaling, you know, if that makes sense. I'm a dream crusher, only of some of Mars's dreams. Other Mars's dreams,
Some.
I
Outcast came
yeah.
to life. That was one of my
See?
dreams.
That's a real good one. I was on.
Actually, on the subject of dreams, for some reason last night, I dreamt that I was late to Ori's house
Oh my
when
God.
we were going to hang out. Literally, in the dream, for some reason, as I'm dreaming, I dream I'm asleep on the couch. And for some reason, when I woke up, it was 3:14, according to my phone. I'm like, no, I missed my chance to hang out with Ori. Then I woke up, I was like, why the hell did I dream about being late to something? That's
It's
not
so
the first
funny.
late dream I've had either. There was another dream I had where I do some internship work as part of my program. So I see clients that I need to be on time for. All throughout this semester, I keep having dreams about either being late to a session, being late to a meeting, being late to something. And then I
Dang.
just wake up and I'm like, why? This is giving me so much stress. I just want to have normal fucking dreams.
That's so funny. Last night was like the first night I didn't have like a nightmare, and I normally don't dream at all, but for whatever reason this past week has been like, yes, here Ori, here are nightmares, and it's like,
Oh no.
great, why? Yeah, there's one about like bugs. I can't remember the
Oh,
other two of them.
That Spricket traumatized you.
That Spricket was way older, but no, I can't remember exactly what they were, but one of them was about bugs. One of them, I think, was like a house fire, and one of them was something I was like, I don't know why this is happening, but
Ori's
I actually didn't have
traumatized
one last
you
night.
guys.
I'm not traumatized. Sometimes you just get nightmares, man. There's no explanation. There's no rhyme or reason.
No, I think the funniest, it wasn't a dream, but it was like a sleepwalking
They're
moment.
visions? No, Oscar. No.
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 We ain't going that route.
That is a lie.
But I will tell you guys this funny story in that this was a sleepwalking incident I had a couple years back. I started working my retail job for the first time, and I started in the middle of the holiday rush. I was essentially hired on for seasonal support. So I don't normally do that. It's not so much sleepwalking as much as it is like I fall asleep and then I wake up. I'm in that like half awake, half asleep stage, and I'll like mumble something and then I'll go back to sleep. I have done it on so many occasions. This one particular instance, I fell asleep with the lights on in my room. Now, the reason I mentioned the job is because I was in a cashier position. And what we had to do at the end of our shift, or if we were going on break, was to turn off the light at our register so people would know that our lane was closed. So I wake up and I see that my bedroom light is still on. Now, for some reason, I think my brain created a shortcut between, oh, the light is on, I must be at work. So I got out of bed, wandered over to my light, and turned it off while saying, thank you for shopping with us, have a happy holiday. And then I just flopped down in my bed again. What I didn't know was my mom was coming up the stairs getting ready to go to bed.
Oh
So
my
she
god.
comes into my room and she just said, who are you wishing a happy holiday? And that's when I'm like, wait, what? Wait, okay, now I'm fully awake. What the hell did I just say?
My goodness. Damn dichotomy. Wow. I definitely have had like work nightmares, which are literally just like you go to sleep and then you dream that you're still at work, which is the worst fucking thing in the entire world. It is horrible.
Oh, sorry, Ori.
No, go on.
Dichotomy just reminded me of a story my college roommate told me. So apparently, now I have no recollection of this. I have no memory of this ever happening, but my roommate insists that it did. We shared a room. It was like your standard dorm-sized room. But she told me that one night she was awake for a little bit working on homework. I had gone to bed early, and she turns off all her stuff. She gets in bed, and then I started talking, like having a full-on conversation with somebody. So she thought to herself, "Oh, Mars is on the phone talking with either her mom, her dad, her friends, whoever." So she's like, "Oh, okay. It's really late to be talking. It's like 2 in the morning, but all right, sure, fine." She apparently looked at my night table and saw the phone was just sitting there. So she's like, "Wait, who is Mars talking to?" Apparently, I scared the shit out of her
Oh my god.
that night, because it wasn't just me, like, talking with no stop. I talked, then I paused, then I talked some more.
Because someone in your
Then I
dream was
paused for
talking to you.
longer. Like somebody, I was acting like there was someone to respond to. So she looked at me the next morning like, "What the fuck was that?" I'm like, What are you talking about? Who were you talking to?" I'm like, I was asleep. What are
My
you
Dr.
talking
Princess.
about?
She's a mushroom Dr. Princess, so we're not there yet. Because we have to add little spots.
The Dr. Princess is definitely top tier.
I'm glad we all like Dr. Princess.
I've also scared my roommate in other ways. I used to have a night job at college. I worked at my college's library. And I came back one night. The shifts could be from like 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. or 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. This was one of the 4 a.m. nights. It was pitch dark when I came back from work that night. I was so tired. The way the room was set up, you have your bed, and the desk is actually attached to the bed. There's no removing it. It's just like a little piece of wood that juts out from it with the dressers attached to it. I was so tired that night, I literally just dropped all my stuff and crawled over the desk to get to my bed. Now, I was wearing white that night, and I had really long hair. According to my roommate, who was awake at
No,
the
she's
time, and
not
I
edible.
didn't even notice, I looked like the creepy Japanese ghost girl
Oh
just
my
climbing
god.
over the desk and into my bed. And that scared the shit out of her, too.
Damn,
So-
Mars. You're a
Oops.
creepy roommate, apparently, Jesus.
I was just tired.
You were screeching so much that Discord was like, no.
Oh my god, really? Didn't
Yeah,
pick up any of
something,
what I was
something.
saying?
I was just tired.
I said I didn't mean to be. Yeah, for some reason when I'm on my coloring computer, Discord does not pick up my voice as well as my old laptop.
Yeah, that's a setting things we have to like compare.
I know, I'm just lazy.
Jeez.
Well, you're allowed to be lazy, but I'm not.
Yes, obviously. What do you think
well,
this
okay,
is?
Then.
I told you you're in the sweatshop.
Well, you'll be happy to know I got 5 panels colored.
Yay. Are you on track?
I do believe I'm on track if I keep going at this pace.
Yay! Good. I have not wanted to sketch really bad, but I've been making myself go through it.
It's coming up, Ori.
What's coming up?
Wow, you're not gonna have a choice.
Oh, I've been sketching.
Sketch.
I've been doing it.
All right.
Mars became someone's nightmare. Yeah, really though.
I really did. Twice,
What about
apparently.
tiny red dots at the bottom of the skirt? Maybe what about the blue ones? We don't have a ton of blue.
I gotta tell you guys, those moments are what friendships are made of. Because we still tell those stories to this day. I actually saw her just a couple weeks ago. It was really nice catching up.
Look, they're still friends with her even after she traumatized him.
Exactly. So I couldn't have scared her that badly.
Okay. I like it like that because it's kind of like dipped. All right. There she is.
I apparently looked like the Japanese ghost girl.
Yeah. I mean, I can imagine that when you're like slinking, you know, if your hair is on the long hair, you know, timeline, like I can see it.
And wearing a white shirt, like,
yeah,
it's just a perfect storm.
It's just a bad time. All right, we got one more.
Oh my gosh, she looks so cute.
We got one more, guys.
I want her coat. Gotta be honest, I want her coat.
All right, we have key, candle, compass, and we have these 3 color palettes. Make your votes now.
Dichotomy. You see how inspired Ori is when plants are involved.
Yeah, plants make it easy.
See?
Well, mushrooms aren't plants, but nature makes it easy.
No, they're not. But
nature makes it easy. The first one from Hunter. First from Nicole, second from Dichotomy. Third is really monochrome, which kind of is annoying to deal with. Like, it can be done, but it's definitely not my favorite. Just because the orange.
I respect that.
Oh, Enthused went for the third. That means I'm
so
really
we got
playing
key,
with light
a
here.
candle, and a claw.
A compass. It's a compass.
Oh.
See the red and they're opposites. It's a compass.
I honestly don't actually. It's kind of tiny on my screen.
Yeah, it's a compass. Key, candle, compass.
I will trust you.
All right. Are you gonna pick Mars? They all have a fighting chance.
I love the purple.
Mm.
Like, you put purple and orange and that color green in the same lineup, I'm not going to be able to say no.
Oh, snap. All right. Mars picks number 2. Can someone break the tie, or is someone going to tie it all up? And I'm not asking for people to change. I'm asking for new people. New people if they would like to join.
And please do, because we love having you around.
Indeed. Otherwise, I'm going to have to tie break, and I don't want to have to be the person to tie break. I don't want to have to make my own decision. That's not the fun of this whole thing. It's you. It's forcing you guys to make your decisions for me. No.
Or
it's supposed to be interactive.
Guys.
No, honestly, usually I would do it. You'll change it to 1 since you weren't in the tie? All right. Enthuse will be a phantom ghost. Oh, Callie. Well, hold on. Callie picked 2.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna leave you Enthuse for now. Because you are over here. Unless you would like to actually change and we want to just eliminate 3 altogether. But then that would tie it up again. So I might have to say no to that.
Rats.
You like 2, Mars.
I
Who's
do.
the one you want?
I just heard the word tie and assumed it was bad.
We'll give 1 more minute. Anybody else in chat wants to weigh in?
I also just realized this is a piece of hair, not his ear.
I thought you were gonna like a real IRL piece of hair. God, every time I do anything, my dog's hair is just like hello, and it's like goddamn. Ooh, Step Orca does
you live
too.
with any kind of animal. That's just your life, and you have to accept it.
All right, 2 it is. Oh no, 1 is better. Oh snap! Now it's tied up, and I think Enthuse
we got some discourse
for
going
1
on here.
So if Enthuse tie breaks with 1, that's what we will do. 2 to spite. You gotta pick one, Step Orca. Is it 1 or 2? Like, we can't have the. Which one do you want me to try? I think Hunter picked 1, didn't they? Hunter picked 1. Oh, so you like 1. I see. Pick.
Ah.
Pick, Step Orca. Which are you locking in?
Choose.
Spite Hunter, you want
wisely.
to. A big me need a hug. Both? You can't pick both. I'm gonna have to tie break in the end here because this is too much of a,
You are.
of a whole thing.
It's all up to you,
Key
Ori.
candle compass, Ori. What do you feel? Key candle compass. See, Step Orca's vote is 1. They confirmed. So it's for 1 because Enthuse picked 1 if they couldn't have 3, and that's where we're at. It's done. It's been finished. Well, I get references. Here are the hex codes. As large as I can. There they are. Sorry, dichotomy.
Aw. Next time.
My pronunciation of
Always
compass?
Compass?
Compass? How do
How do
you
you
say it,
pronounce
dudes?
compass?
I've never heard any other one from compass. Campus?
Compass?
Campass? Compass?
No, campus is something else.
Compass. What? Compass.
No.
Compass. It's a compass.
Compass.
Yeah. I don't
It's
know.
compass.
Did I make a weird noise?
I'm wondering if
Compass?
it's the.
I'm saying it more like compass.
How
or
do
you're
people
saying...
say compass?
I've lost the thread.
Enthuse, are we
I don't
both
even
saying
know
it
what
weird,
I
or is
say
it
it
just
now.
Ori?
I'm unsure
You
of how
say
I
it like
say it now.
company? Compass? Like with more of an O? Compass. Oh, okay.
Interesting. Yeah, Step
No,
Orca, you're
that's
on
fine,
with
Step Orca.
enthuse. That makes sense. Yeah, compass.
Okay,
No,
so
we say compass.
Ori, it's like when people say coffee and coffee.
Oh.
That's the difference they're hearing. Compass versus compass.
Company. Compass.
Yeah.
Ugh. Nah, I don't like that. Compass.
Dichotomy. I will tell you this. This is why we have the IPA chart and International Phonetic Alphabet. So we don't have to spell like that. We don't have to use words like that.
My favorite thing is that oh, I lost the thread. Hold on. It'll come back. Oh, in Ace Attorney.
No, Step Orca, I am not blaming you. There was no other way. That was the most clear way you could explain it to us. And now we understand. Now I understand because I think it is our
our dialect.
I think it is our dialects, yeah. Not accents, dialects.
Compass. Yeah.
Compass.
We say with an because there's no E, so why would we it's just
Ooh, look at that. We have some IPA in the chat.
So,
nice.
Mars, how does that work? Sound that one out.
Okay, so that one... It's definitely not the aw, because that would be kind of more like a backwards C type of symbol. That upside down E, if I remember correctly, is called a schwa. And it makes kind of a soft sound. So it's an unstressed syllable. So technically, compass. So it's kind of an extra at the end.
Compass. Us.
Yeah, compass. Which feels wrong in my mouth, gotta be honest.
Compass with an
That is not natural for me.
Yeah,
compass.
It's a compass.
So the way I'm saying is compass. Like, it's not even a hard I think. It's something in the middle.
Compass. I don't even know anymore. The more you say it, the
yeah,
more I confuse myself.
Schwa is one of those interesting ones, and then you have this isn't what it's officially called, but I call it the carrot. It's essentially a triangle without a bottom. That's the stressed so you would see that in like cup,
How to make
put,
a
like
compass?
something with typically you'll see them in only like one syllable words because that's where the stress is located. Bet you guys didn't think you were getting a phonetics lesson tonight, huh?
It worked out. Okay, we're gonna go.
It feels off to me
Kinda
too,
weird.
dichotomy, because for me, I feel like the stress comes at the end of that word, like compass, com-
Compass. Compass.
compass,
I don't even know
compass,
anymore.
like compass.
The more
No,
I
now it
say it,
sounds like it's in the beginning.
the more I
But
say it,
it's
the more I
also,
confuse myself.
but it's also not how I say that word, you know? Like I
It's a
don't say
compass. A
compass.
compass. A
So to find
compass.
where the stress is really awkward.
It's a compass. A compass with a
You
ka at the
don't have
beginning.
to enthuse. You can totally say it like you like. People will know what you're talking about as long as you have context. Oh,
What was
good night,
something I heard
Mason.
people?
So
Good
glad
night,
you could join
Mason.
us.
What was something I heard? Someone saying. I don't even remember.
Uh, love the support for the education. I am more than happy to give it if you want it. Ah, nice, Nicole. I can't wait to see it.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I didn't set my timer.
Rooter? Rooter?
What?
What's the word they're actually saying, Enthuse?
Water?
Oh, that hurts me.
Worder. I'm gonna get
Worder.
some worder. Yeah, water. To say water.
Ugh.
Okay. My brain has started dying. There it is.
Worder bottle. Oh, wow. That's different.
I have cousins, and they're all Pennsylvanians, so I don't know where in Pennsylvania you are.
Yeah, we definitely say like water bottle.
They're definitely tri-state area. They sound pretty, New York, New Jersey. We
Drink?
say it with a J sound, not a D.
Drink.
Drink. I
Drink.
gotta drink some water.
You know,
Drink.
it's a little different because if you're saying it with a full D, it would be drink.
Well, then you're
instead of
adding like
drink.
a whole pause to it though, because you can't move it together.
Well, exactly. That's one of the things.
Dichotomies. Dichotomy is Canadian. Mars says drink.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I
definitely
gotta
say
drink some water. I gotta drink. There's a D in there, but it's not
Yours
drink.
is a harder D than mine, but you still have some.
It's in the middle.
You got a little bit of co-articulation going on, I think, because what's happening, I think, it might be an R blend.
It's
if
the
I remember
R
correctly,
blend.
'cause
It's
that
it's
thrust
the
sound.
R related
So
thing.
your tongue is getting ready to do duh and at the same time.
'Cause
It's a lot of tongue
really-
movement, so to shorten it, your tongue does some funny things to make it easier.
Yeah, because to really emphasize the D, you gotta do drink. Yeah, you gotta like really
And that's
force
just
it.
not natural.
Drink.
Yeah, no, that does not feel right. Drink. Yeah, that feels right.
Drink. I'm in the middle.
This is why language is so fascinating to me, guys.
My favorite one is that apparently I say the color you get when you mix red and yellow together differently than most people in our area, which is funny to me.
Do you?
Yeah, orange. It's an orange.
Orange.
Yeah, I say orange, with an R, but I say forest, not forest, which is a different thing.
I definitely don't say forest.
People that's like a Boston thing. Forest, pack the cat and add backyard. The forest.
Okay, well
The
that
orange.
I've definitely heard.
Orange, yeah. An orange. Gotta eat an orange. I like the color orange. Orange is
All
a color.
depends on where you grew up,
Same
what
with
you listened to,
horror.
how your parents talked.
It's not horror. I don't like horror movies.
I don't like horror movies. Yeah, I definitely go for the or sound with that one.
It's so I think the whole thing is weird in my family particularly because both of my parents are like my mother's mother is off the boat from England, and my father's mother is basically that close. So she's fluent in Spanish and everything like that. So you start with those accents, and then you get living in New York City, and then you get like moving away. So it's very weird.
And then you get a whole dialect all its own.
Oh, how do I say it? I want to look at myself in the mirror. In the mirror. In the mirror. It's not a mirror. It's a mirror. Yeah. Mirror.
We say it the same.
No, apparently orange and horror are the ones that like are very like specific to like my family based on where we live. Most people seem to say it like you do, Mars, like where we live.
Yeah. No, I definitely say it like I don't like horror.
It's Californian
yeah,
dialects when you correct the pronunciation. That's very interesting. I wear jewelry. I add the second E. It's not jewelry. It's jewelry. Yeah.
Jewelry.
Jewelry is like... actually, that one feels like one that
one I
depends.
Feel changes depending
like
on
pecan and
context.
pecan, right? Like that one feels like it matters. Like when I say it. I go to a jewelry store, but sometimes like you go to the jewelers for jewelry. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it changes. And this is what makes teaching people speech so fun.
Well, my favorite thing to learn is about how, like, in America, the Southern accent is like the Southwest and Southern accent is considered like uneducated, just based on like history and everything. So people actually go to people like Mars, who study what Mars studies, to specifically learn how to not speak with that accent.
Yeah, that is something sometimes people seek.
Yeah, and then the other thing is that if you're on like movies and in like TV, like news anchors and stuff, they speak with a made-up accent.
Yeah. Which is really interesting.
Wednesday. I have to say it that way to spell it, Nicole, but I know it's not, like, nobody actually over here says it that way.
It's just a
of
terrible
course,
word
dichotomy,
to
of
spell.
course. What else would I be doing? If not a Lumiere pose. Yeah, transcontinental. The totally fake old accent. Yep.
Yep. The one
It
that
doesn't
all
exist.
newscasters have.
Exactly. It's called like
It's not
transcontinental, I think, and it's completely fake.
Yep. No, you're totally right. Oh, ouch.
Don't do whatever you're doing. How about that?
Stretching?
You said ouch, so yeah. I said
I
whatever.
said ouch because every single bone in my body just popped.
That shouldn't be an ouch.
It's a good ouch.
I don't know if that works that way.
It can. You just never had a good
Of course,
stretch.
dichotomy. What else do you think? Transatlantic? Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. It was trans something.
Didn't you say?
I
Oh,
think
you
I said
transcontinental,
transcontinental.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, transatlantic. Like for a second, I thought you did say transatlantic. I was like, no worries, said it right. Wait a second.
No, I didn't.
No, she didn't.
I didn't. Or Shrek? What about Shrek?
Shrek's accent.
Oh. I didn't even know. I was definitely
From
not
what
a
I've
Shrek
heard,
kid.
that voice was inspired by his mom reading bedtime stories to him, I think.
It's like the accent that you kind of slip into as an American, like an East Coast or West Coast American. Definitely not like Midwest or like Southwest.
Absolutely not.
You have to be a coastal American trying to read properly. Like if you like you're not trying to speak with a British accent, but you're trying to think like this is the proper way. You kind of slip into it.
Yeah.
It's like weird.
It's just like, whoop, there I go. I wouldn't call myself a Shrek crid per se, but I definitely grew up
You
on it.
made a Shrek reference in Ace Attorney, Mars. Yeah, you're a Shrek kid.
What Shrek reference did I make?
You said that Meekins talks like Pinocchio when he's trying not to lie about where Shrek
Okay,
is.
but he does!
I have never seen that movie, so the only reason I knew is because I looked it up because of what you said. Just saying.
It's common knowledge,
It's
Jory.
not. Nope. My mother did not like Shrek. She did not like
Really?
No, because she never actually watched it. You know, she made like a snap adult, judgment of like,
Yeah,
she didn't like
That's
SpongeBob
what my mom
either.
did with SpongeBob.
Yeah, exactly, SpongeBob too. And so it was just like, nope, this is how.
That's so funny. For that reason, you couldn't watch Shrek, but for the exact same reason I could, but I also couldn't watch SpongeBob.
Well, I couldn't watch SpongeBob either originally, but that one I like fought for because that one like the kids like I hung out with were like definitely like, oh, we got to talk about the new SpongeBob or whatever. Versus like I don't remember hearing a lot about Shrek, as like a I feel left out. So I never really like vied for Shrek. I've seen the first one, Hunter. I've seen the first one once, but I haven't seen any of the other ones. I'm the weirdo. Such is
The
life.
second one is good. Skip the third. The fourth is okay.
I've seen all the Puss in Boots movies, though. Because, come on, anthropomorphic kitty. How could I not?
With the sequel being objectively the best.
Oh, yeah, I mean, come on.
Okay, Ori, I guess I have some homework to give you. You need to
Oh my
watch
God.
Shrek the second.
There's too many.
No, there's literally only one. You don't need to watch the third or the fourth.
Oh, okay, just the second one?
Just
Alright.
the second one.
I'm trying to make it like a fancy key, but I don't want it to be like a
The
heart
second
shape.
one is when Puss in Boots gets introduced.
Okay.
That's his debut movie.
And then you got like that. And then I really want to add.
I think I know what's happening with these lines. Let's see if I actually do.
And then gotta add like that. And we have. Why I have sardonics? Because she's a weather vane. They're a weather vane. Because I don't know, that's what Compass inspired as a way to kind of put it all together.
This is lovely.
And I guess the W should be like on here somewhere. Heck, I already fucked up.
Oh,
This
no!
one's south, so northwest is this one, and east is this one. It's hard.
I was about to say, she kind of looks like she got impaled.
Yeah, she does.
Okay.
Oh no, I was on the
I
same
haven't tuned
layer.
in a hot minute, so.
It's okay.
How is Puss in Boots 2 that good, Step Orca? I'll tell you. They put an insane amount of effort into a sequel that, honestly, they didn't need to.
It's so
But they
good.
went the extra mile and really impressed
The
everyone.
villain is amazing.
Also, it's the best depiction of PTSD I've ever seen.
That's so good. The character development is
And a panic
fantastic. There's another thing. The animation is great. The visuals are fantastic, and the villain is top
dog
tier.
We thought was going to be an annoying side character.
Oh my
like
God, it
annoying
was
comic
so
relief.
good in the
He's the
end.
best character in the movie. The villains are great. The story is great. The animation is insane. Like, they actually strayed from their typical animation and did something fresh and new.
It's so good. It's so good.
Ugh. I
Toppity
forced my
tippity
parents to
tip.
watch that movie because I was like, we have to.
KFP.
I would highly recommend it, Step Orca. If you have some time, it's
Best-
a very fun watch. The humor is also great.
What does KFP stand for? Am I blanking?
Best villains next to KFP.
Yeah, it's
oh,
up
Kung
there,
Fu
Hunter.
Panda. Okay.
Oh, it's up there, Hunter. Really good. The first Kung Fu Panda is Tai Lung, right?
It's Tai Lung. Then in the second movie, you have Shen, the peacock that killed all the pandas. And then in the third movie, I don't remember his name, but it's the bull.
Shen is the second villain, though.
Shen is the second villain.
Shen is
The
the
third
best
one is
DreamWorks
Bull, but
villain.
I can't remember his name.
No, I don't know.
Ooh, dichotomy. I have
I-
to respectfully disagree. Kung Fu Panda 2 brought
Kung
me
Fu
to
Panda
tears.
2 was good. Kung Fu Panda 3 is the worst Kung Fu Panda. It was too much then. We needed to stop.
Even by then, like, Kung Fu Panda 3 isn't a bad movie.
It's just they did so
It's
good.
Just,
It
if
just
you have
like
to put them in order, yeah, 3 does pale in comparison. My ranking would go 2, 1, 3.
Yeah, 2 is incredibly emotional. Damn. Kung Fu Panda 4? What is Kung Fu Panda 4?
We haven't gotten a 4.
There's not a 4?
Have
Am I
we?
what?
Where's
There's
there
a
a 4?
Now I'm confused.
Have I stepped into an alternate
It's coming
time-
out next,
next
year?
Oh,
Jesus.
jeez.
God. Yeah, it's like Ice Age. I'm done. I can't take anymore.
You know, they did well enough with the third. I'd be willing to check out the fourth. But honestly, I felt like they ended Poe's story really well.
I'm
Like-
just kind of done. I'm kind of Kung Fu Panda'd out.
He brought the pandas back and everything. He achieved ultimate peace. He did everything he needed to do. What more could they have him do?
Well, because the villain is not Death in the... Like, the villain being Death is not Death having characterization. It's the fact that the villain was, like, inside you all along. You know, like, it's like... That's why it's so good.
Yeah. Well, it's also the idea, like, you just know this wolf is here for him. Like, and that's his motivation. Like, he's literally just
okay.
doing his
I
job.
guess the
He's
difference-
also pissed at Puss for throwing his lives away. And
But I also think the
wasting them.
difference is
like,
that
he's not
I don't...
valuing
yeah,
his life.
they are different kinds of characters, 100%. But to say just overall best villain, I don't think overall best villain means that they have to be, like, sympathetic or, like, you know, like, have really deep motives or anything like that to be a good villain, right? Like, there's a difference. Like Shen
Yeah.
has his
It's
whole
kind of like comparing
backstory.
Frollo to Maleficent.
Yeah,
You know?
it's just not the
Like,
same.
both are good in their own ways.
You know, but that doesn't make neither of them, you know, like good villains, right? Like, so Death is still a top tier villain, but not because he has like a fleshed out narrative or anything. Like, you know, like it's
Yeah.
not, that's not the
But
goal
he's
of
very
his.
effective. He instills fear, and you know the narrative
Yeah,
purpose
100%
he's there to
step work.
serve.
I can totally agree there. But you can also not agree. Like, we don't have to agree.
Oh yeah, totally. I do like the How to Train Your Dragon series. I felt by the third one, that was the one that... Like, that's ironic. The third Kung Fu Panda movie did not lose me, but the third How to Train Your Dragon movie did.
And I'm kind of like, I'm happy with the first How to Train Your Dragon movie. None of them to me lived up to the same, like, none of them were as great. 2, I cried 100%, but I don't feel like overall the movie was like, I'm not gearing to rewatch that one again. Versus the first
Yeah.
one is like, yeah, I'm here for this one, you know. The third one, I barely remember it if I'm being honest, because it was kind of just like, yay, we need Douglas to have a girlfriend. And I was like, I cried so enthused when I watched 2 for the first time. I was flying on a plane back to America from England with my school's tour choir, and I
Oh,
sat next to
jeez.
one of my friends at the time, and I'm suddenly, again, the cabin is dark, and now on the way home, you're not supposed to sleep because that's how you stave off jet lag, because that's how, like, time works. And so I'm trying not to fall asleep. I'm watching How to Train Your Dragon 2 for the first time. I'm next to my friend who is, like, trying to fall asleep. The cabin lights are off. It's dark.
Decision.
Okay, I had no idea. How was I supposed to know? Fucking bawling. I'm like sobbing, and my friend like kind of looks over and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, the movie's really sad."
Like, no, I need to see my parents right now.
Yeah, really. The other really funny thing is that so when you fly to England or from England, they will give you all the tea you want constantly, all the time. Now, I flew also to Amsterdam. I did not get as much tea as I got flying to England. Oh my god, I got so much freaking tea flying to and from England. Hell. I usually am not a person that has to pee very often on long trips. So I'm like, yeah, I don't have to pee. I'm like deciding that, okay, I should probably pee on this plane before we land. And the freaking like chick, like, keep your seatbelt on, like, sign comes up and they're like, we're landing. And it's like, oh, crap.
Man.
And then I'm like, it's fine. I'm good. I can hold it. You know, like, we're fine. I forgot that, like, customs is a thing and there's, like, a freaking line and all this. So I'm, like, waiting in this line. Like, again, I'm a high schooler at this point. I'm not a child. Like, this is, like, I cannot pee myself here. This is not a good time. I notice in this line, and we're, like, standing still. We're not even moving. And I, like, notice that we're in this line, and across the, like, rope barrier on the other side is a bathroom. And I am, like, there's, like, part of me, there's part of me where it's, like, I'm terrified that's technically, like, inside of customs. Like, please, nobody, like, come tackle, arrest me. I will literally piss myself. But I'm, like, I'm gonna risk it.
That sounds like a them problem.
I'm gonna risk
They
it.
made the choice.
Ducked. I said, like, hey, please watch my bag. I need to pee so bad. And, like, the person next to me was like, yeah, go, like, do it. Like, you're fine. And I left, and I went over, and, like, coming back out, I had, like, started a trend. So many people, like, jumped out of the line to do it. And the, like, choir director comes up, and she's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And it's like, oh my god, we needed to pee so bad, ma'am. Like, we're fine. Like, please, just, like, can we just rope the rope into the bathroom this way? Like, we're not trying to get out of customs. We're just trying to not make a real big mess right now. And yeah, everything was okay. Everybody lived. Nobody got tackled at U.S. Customs.
Oh my god.
I just drank so much freaking tea. If I didn't drink as much tea as I did, I probably would have been fine.
That's always the worst when you're stuck someplace and it's like, actually, I can't decide which is worse. If you're stuck someplace and there's no bathroom in sight, or if you're stuck someplace and there is a bathroom, but you can't easily get to it.
I think
Which
I
is
told this.
more torturous.
The bathroom that you can't reach. Because the
That's what I
bathroom that
thought.
you, the
'Cause, like,
bathroom
then
that you
it's
don't
teasing
know,
you.
yeah, the bathroom that you don't know is at least like I did what I could and there was nothing more I could have done. The bathroom that you do know is like, oh god, it was right there and I failed. You know, like it was like, I failed.
Skill issue.
Yeah, really, skill issue. No, I think I told this on stream recently, but I'm gonna tell it again because it's funny. So I, for like a Christmas present in high school, my parents got me a trip to Disney World, and it was really fun. And we went, and it was great, and I had an amazing time. We went to this restaurant that's themed like a diner, like a 60s diner, and they, you know, the South has sweet tea. The North don't got sweet tea in restaurants. The South has sweet tea in restaurants. So I love sweet tea, man. And so I'm drinking like tons of sweet tea at this restaurant because it's so good. And it's hot, you know, like we've been out. It's warm. I mean, it is like New Year's, but it's still warm. It's Florida, man. And so I'm like drinking all this iced tea, and the lady comes out. She's like, "If you drink like one more iced tea, like we have like this, like you get a prize." I'm like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna get this prize. Why not?" And the prize is a map of the park. It's like Hollywood Studios, of the park with all the restrooms circled on it. Okay, so haha, very funny, good time, hilarious. Gets better. Turns out that our marching band got to play in the like a, it's not the lights parade, but it's like a marching band parade at Disney. So we got to go to Disney as a marching band and do those marches, and that was really cool. So I brought my map with me because we get to go to all the places. And I thought it was just kind of like a funny joke that I would bring the map with me, right? Like it wasn't like I wasn't really ever going to use it. It was just kind of funny.
It would be a survival
Little did I realize the
tool.
person that I like stayed with, that I like traveled apart with, my friend, she had to pee all the fucking time. This girl didn't drink. I didn't watch her drink a single drop of water, and oh my god, she just had to pee all the time. And no, she was not on her period or anything. Like it was just, she just had to pee all the time. And so it's like, you know what? Well, I got this bathroom map, so any moment that you need to pee, it's like, oh yes, Ori knows where to go.
With me, kid, I'll show you the ropes.
And very, very funny. So yeah.
So
The
now you guys
bathroom map
know,
came in handy.
if you're ever in Disney
Universal
and you need to go to the bathroom,
Hollywood Studios.
text Story.
Ori, where's the bathroom?
She's got the resources.
I got the resources. You're gonna Epcot for 3. That's epic. Well, unless it was bad and you didn't have a good time for some reason, then I'm sorry.
Ooh.
But that's pretty neat. Otherwise.
I've only been to Disney once in my life, and my mom broke her back there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh my god. Mars, Jesus Christ.
I'm still not quite sure how it happened.
Help people
we were having
find
fun in the park and everything, and you know we're walking back. My mom hits a root of some kind in the path, and she just goes down.
Did you step on a crack, Mars?
I don't think I did.
I don't know.
I
Your mother's back
double-checked.
says otherwise.
But I was like, holy shit, what the hell happened? Next thing I know, like, we're in, like, emergency hospital. We're trying to, like, get her back to, she had to stay there for, like, the next, I think 3 days were left of the trip. I can't remember if we had to extend or not, because we were unsure if we could even drive home at that point. We drove the whole way down
Yeah, we drove
to
too.
Florida. And we had no idea if she was going to make the car ride back or not, because it might irritate
Yeah,
her
really
back.
dichotomy.
So we were like, what the hell do we do?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know all the details, but I do know we stayed an extra couple nights.
So when I went...
think we got a little bit of a courtesy because of it.
Oh, that's nice. I hope that is what happened. That's
I
better,
think
at
that's
least.
what happened. I definitely have to cross-reference this story with my dad, because this happened when I was little, guys. Like I was tiny. I wasn't a full-grown Mars. I was a dwarf planet. So the memory is very vague. But I do remember bits and pieces.
When my family and I went to Disney for New Year's, we went with my cousins, the one who actually lived in Pennsylvania, and just before it, I can't remember what injury my aunt had, but I think she broke her pelvis is what had happened months beforehand. That's a horrible, horrendous injury. And so
Yes,
she was
it
on a
is.
scooter. They got her, she broke something. Okay, I don't know what it was. But so she was on a scooter for Disney, which was, you know, kind of pretty epic because you get kind of like special treatment a little bit on like rides and shit. But the main point is that it the way that it works is it needs a key. And the key like turns on the motor for the scooter and everything. And for whatever reason, I went with her and this other woman, our family friend, for something, and everybody else left. I think it was to ride a roller coaster that I didn't want to ride because I hate roller coasters. I don't like roller coasters. And turns out wherever we came out of, whenever we were done doing what we were doing, turns out that they had the key to the scooter. And then it starts raining. And so we're huddled under this little like outside awning somewhere with the scooter that's dead. I figure out that I can put it in neutral and push it. However, the problem is that after it rolls for a little bit super easily, a safety brake engages because it thinks you're like rolling down a hill or something, making
That's
it
like-
suddenly impossible to push. So
Damn, it's a
there
good
was
feature, but not in this moment.
yeah, exactly. So I couldn't figure out any way to disengage the safety brake feature. So what I did is the rain stopped because, it rains in Florida just real quick and then it stops. That's just how it works.
Yep.
And I would just put it in neutral, push it for that little bit, safety lock engage, park, neutral, push, park, neutral, park. All the way back to meet up with the rest of the, and I like go up to I'm pretty sure it was my uncle and I'm like, God damn, I have to we're all the way at the safety brake. Give me the damn key. This key never leaves the scooter again. I'm so done. It was so funny. I was like dying. I was like, oh my god. Oh, never again.
Hopefully never again.
Definitely never again. I will make sure to learn how the safety brake works or not. Have these been words for the? They have been words for the last 30 seconds, but I might have leaned too far
Surprisingly,
away from the mic. I mean, that's a lot of it. Like, at any given point, that is a lot of what we say, ever. And if you can't understand us at this point, I'm sorry.
Can't
I
help
don't
you
know
there.
what to tell you. I edited over a minute of Mars literally gasping for air while playing Ace Attorney, saying, I can't, but barely legibly. Duolingo screwed you. Oh no, what happened?
Ah, what'd they do to you? Did they ransack your house?
Oh no.
Don't trust the owl man.
Yeah. Did you order merch so they know where you live? That's your first mistake.
From Duolingo? You can get merch?
Yeah. Oscar showed it on the Discord.
Oh, that's right. Duh.
Come on, Mars.
Listen, I'm multitasking right now, okay?
Yeah, I'm multitasking too. This is no excuse.
Yes, but you have the benefit of dual screens and can see chat.
Chat is on the same screen as my art program, actually.
Oh, really? I thought you had the
Yes.
dual screen.
I do, but to look over to the side is much more. I can actually like see both at the same time more this way versus like
Oh, I
literally
see.
turning my head. So you could too have this, Mars. Just saying.
I could too have this, but
She said, no, guys, you're not that important to her. I know. How
Well,
could she?
you know, Ori told me the comic was more important.
This is very
so
true. Okay, I
that
take it
is
back.
what
I take
I'm
it back.
prioritizing.
I take it back.
Just saying.
I take it back. She's
By
right.
the way, 8 panels done.
Yay.
Told you I was on track.
Good.
Was there
I
ever
need you
any doubt?
Oh, I thought you were on track last week. No.
Well, I was, and then life happened.
So
AKA
life could always
school.
happen. It sneaks up on you. That's why it's life.
Yes, but this time it won't because life is better planned this week.
You're
and
also
there are no
almost done with life.
presentations this week, so that's nice.
That is very nice. Presentations suck.
I am almost done. Presentations really aren't that bad. I gotta be honest, guys. Talking on stream has really helped boost my presentation confidence. Like, honestly,
Oh.
when I go into a presentation, as long as I'm familiar enough with the material, I can get through it. Like,
Look
I
at
know
you
enough
guys.
to ad-lib. I know enough to
Helping Mars
make
out.
it interesting and engaging. Like, you guys have really helped me out here with the comic corners and giving the little presentations on the little stupid stuff I like to talk about sometimes. So
Look at
thank
you
for
guys
that.
making Mars a better public speaker.
Although it was really funny because one time I got pulled to the side. My one of my professors wanted to comment on my presentation skills, and she was like, "Have you done a lot of presentations?" And I'm like, "Okay, I either have two choices here. I can talk about my undergrad experience, where it's like I wasn't a bad presenter. I was definitely like a standard presenter. I had the chops, but definitely not the level I have now. Or I can admit to this graduate level PhD holding lady that I stream. So guess what I didn't tell her?
They're definitely not the same dichotomy, but I can understand why it's painful. But they're definitely not the same. The girl goes from school to home. The girl goes to home from school.
Huh.
The girl goes from
to
school
home
to home.
from school.
The-
Okay,
see,
so we're putting the destination before the starting point in the correct answer, whereas in the answer that was translated, it's
no, the answer
starting
is the
location
girl
to
goes
destination.
to home from school. And
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah, that's what I'm
dichotomy
saying.
did was the girl goes from school to home. Yeah, they're definitely not the same,
Depending on the language, it may be different.
but it may be important. I don't know what you're trying to learn.
Hey, you know, Nicole, it couldn't hurt. You can
Yeah.
always try.
I will admit, it's definitely hard to stream on your own versus with someone. Mars being here is incredibly helpful. Doing it on your own is just, you gotta talk to yourself, because sometimes if you don't have anybody to talk to, on chat right away, it's tough to talk to yourself.
It's awkward.
It's more just like, you can't have these funny, like,
The back and forths.
Yeah, and like the getting off topics, and like, Mars says something that reminds me of something to, slowly get further away from the topic in a fun, entertaining way,
Yeah.
Without her, it's hard to kind of like remind yourself of things, if that makes sense. It's obviously not impossible,
shucks.
but it is more something to just like keep in mind. Obviously lots of streamers stream on their own. I'm not trying to
Oh, yeah.
discourage, but it is just a very different sort of thing. Hindi, interesting.
Ooh.
I also think a good way to start is like making videos first, because that it's not improv because you're not talking on stream to people live, but it does allow you to sort of get your thoughts down and gain a following first, and then you can have people to chat to when you do stream. I think also what benefited this stream, besides streaming together, is that we sort of bounced off of Cinder's sort of success, as a bunch of people originally came off of Cinder and his streams and joined us. Just past 150 days of learning language. Very nice.
Man, look at you go.
Dylan and I have lots of learning plans for when we live together, because then we can do it together every day instead of like
Oh, so you have that
once a
built-in
week.
accountability.
Accountability, and like, for languages and stuff, it's so much easier to learn when you can actually like talk to other people in it, right? So if we're both trying to learn, mainly we want to do sign language, and then I also want
Nice.
to do Spanish with him. I know enough Spanish to be able to exist in a Spanish-speaking country. Not like culturally, more just like if I went to Spain, I could be like, yes, I need help getting home. Like, I need help to where's the XYZ. Like, I would like a room. Would I be seen as native? No, not at all. I'd be the weird tourist, but like I could do it. But that's about it. Dylan essentially knows Spanish, just the incredibly basic Spanish. But he wants to know better because it's very useful, when you live in a very Spanish-speaking area.
Indeed.
You have nobody to speak with? Yeah, and that's why it's definitely like getting to do it with someone is really fun. I also really want to learn Esperanto. That would be another one with Dylan. Dylan and I are also going to learn 3D modeling together.
Nice.
And then Dylan got a new 3D printer. I don't know if I said Dylan got a new 3D printer for himself for Christmas, and then I got him the wash and cure station for it for Christmas.
Amazing.
And he can print way bigger now. So guys, Outcast figurines are a possibility. I just
You're
gotta
kidding!
I just gotta learn how to 3D sculpt, man. And then we can
Learn
print them
it!
big. I'm trying. It's
Learn
a lot of work.
faster!
No, you shut up. You have no right. You learn how
What
to
do
do
you
it.
mean I have no right?
You learn how to do it. You don't have any. Don't yell at me.
With what?
You'll help us decide, Nicole? I don't. That sounds very ominous. Like you're gonna show us some horrible Korean grammar shenanigans.
Oh, jeez.
Full set ASAP. You should print TPS one day, okay? Next year. 2024, my goals, my main resolutions are my personal VTuber model and 3D modeling. Because I specifically want to get 3D figurines of the Outcast characters.
Amazing.
That is my bigger goal. It'll probably push away the Genshin Impact ones, just because time will be of constraint issues.
I feel like that's a valid sacrifice, so
Yeah.
it's worthwhile. You know, there's so much Genshin fan art in the world already.
There is. I like them, you know, so like I wanted to be able to contribute, but
I like them too. I would have loved to see Risley in your style.
I want to see Rise. I want to do Nevelette. You know, everyone. So good. The full bodies are just a lot.
'Cause
We'll
there's
see
so
what
much
happens.
Damn detail
But
on
that's
there.
the lovely part of it. That's why they're so good.
It's the best part and the worst part.
Indeed. Print T-Pets?
Just-
Well, we'll
just
have to
like
design T-Pets. It looks like T-Pets are
tail.
sticking, I guess.
I love it, but I hate it.
Looks like T-Pets will be sticking, you guys.
Oh, okay. Who's gonna break the news to Dylan?
No one. Technically, he never has to call them it because he's on the Ace Attorney stream. T-Pets are for Tea Time stream, which is this one and the Comic Corner.
Perfect.
Ooh, that could be fun dichotomy.
Done?
All right. I want to add a little more shadow here. Like that. Because I want the illusion of like a sculpted face, but not like a real face.
Oh wait, did I just combine those? Crap.
Okay. Ta-da! We did them all, guys. We did them all. Okay. This is weird, so I'm gonna have to add this in. Because it needs another one here. I don't know why, but it just feels off balance without it. So we're gonna fix it. Stop. Why are you not clipping? There it is. Thank you. I'm glad you liked them. We have finished now. We have Candle... Weather Vane.
Beautiful.
We have... Sea Turtle. Pirate Person. And cute little Mushroom Doctor Princess. Now we have to save them so I can post them to Kaz's Discord. Alright. Just for you, Dichotomy. Where am I? Thank you. I'm trying to use my brain at the very end. It's really not working. Conservatory. Art. Nope. Art. Night.
You picked 11:09
Today
to have
is
midnight brain.
12/1/2023. Okay, and then we get to save them as individual JPEGs. This is 23/1. Save as 23, 2. I'll center her a little bit. PNG. Nope, that says JPEG still. PNG. This is 23. Let's see. The second one definitely had the most sort of like Mushroom Dr. Princess definitely had the most
I feel like that prompt resonated with you the most.
it just became so cohesive, right? Like I had a real idea in mind of how to incorporate them all together, you know. This one, like I wanted it, but it just wasn't feeling it as much. And this one just sort of honestly the items together weren't really very good. Those items, the emojis were tough. They're definitely difficult, but they're still fun. It's just a fun little sort of like arty thing to do. I can't wait to see anybody who did it put theirs in the couch or the museum or the sketchbook in Discord. Yeah. I'm so glad you liked them. I will definitely, if we get a bunch of Kaz prompts again, I will definitely do it again. Or if you guys like it so much, we could do it as our own thing and see if we wanted to. But, yeah. All right, guys. Happy December 1st or 2nd to Nicole and anybody else here. Oh, I don't know. Someone's saying quicksand. Hello, Adult Keen. Sorry, we're kind of at the end here. But, oh, Hunter might also be the 2nd as well. Yeah, you gotta bother taking for more prompts. They kind of stopped, so, you know. I'm gonna post them in there, so maybe it'll burn them up again. Yeah, this is definitely what inspired PC Emoji Codebreak, Enthuse. So, I'm glad you guys liked it. It was something where it's like, I want to do it, thought it could be fun on this stream, and then here we are.
That was very fun.
I'm glad you all enjoyed.
You guys made a success.
Indeed, yeah. If you guys didn't like it, we'd never do it again. But because you do like it, it's great. And I'm glad you guys liked it, because I like it too. And,
do enjoy it.
Alright, guys, there'll definitely be some, it'll be another fun one next week, because it will be my tree character. And we're actually going to make him like a character. So it'll actually be like, maybe harder core character design. We'll see how far I want to go. But, have a happy weekend. And we will see you all on Wednesday for Ace Attorney, hopefully. Otherwise, join the Discord if you want to see us around between them and other stuff. Discord.
And read the comic. If
read the comic.
It updates every other Monday.
It comes out this Monday.
Are regularly posted in the Discord.
Yes.
As well as Instagram, Tumblr, all those good places.
It's really good. No bias here.
No bias at all.
No bias at all.
You know, I'm
it's
totally
great.
not working on it because I like it or anything. Idiot Baka.
Yeah. It's not like it's good or something like that. But alright, guys.
Why would you think that?
Have a great evening. Oh, here's our ending. I almost forgot about it. Thank you,
yeah,
YouTube
you
members.
put so much effort into that. Don't forget it.
YouTube members, thank you all. And yeah, we'll see you all next week.
Oh my gosh, you guys are amazing. A whole of chat is amazing.
TGIF. And happy weekend. Good night.
Good night, everyone.